Haven't done one of these in now 3 weeks. Cheers. Cheers,
Well,
cheers.
I just got the job.
Drinking blueberry, daiquiri, orange juice, and vodka.
And lemonade.
And lemonade, I forgot.
Lemonade.
Shamanade.
Shamanade.
Isn't that
like a Catholic holiday? Lemonade.
I don't think that's a Catholic one.
Lemonade be with you.
Nope.
No.
No, I think that's a Jewish one.
Oh.
Shamanade. Showmanads.
Showmanads.
I don't think.
You ever notice a butthole on that bass?
Yeah, I did actually. They're on most fish. They have to poop too.
Yeah, no, but that one's got a pretty old
Pinky
pink-eyed stinker right there. That's a lot of
the fucking arrowheads. I found an arrowhead the other day.
No shit.
Swear to you.
Like where at? I mean, I
we were out. I'm fired up. Sorry, we were up at.
I've still never found one.
Dad hadn't either. That's why I was like fired up. We went to the river. We went to Patrick's Bridge.
Dude, think about it. In like 500 years, how many people are actually gonna find arrowheads?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All of you fucking broke up because of the water, or like.
Well, the one I found was like smooth, so like some of those are jagged still ish, but.
Well, that one's got teeth on it.
Got teeth on it. The one that I can tell, you can kind of tell, you can see that it had teeth on it, but they're smoothed, so it has the shape. I gotta have Dad bring it down because
that's cool though. Trace and Hamilton, still to this day, I've never found anybody who can sit there and walk along and be like, oh, there's right.
Just picks them up.
Fucking, I've seen him find 4 in a day.
Really?
Me off.
Yeah, that's believable.
But I'm like, from like standing up walking down, because we worked at Sunburst 2 summers in a row together.
Yeah.
And I mean, just walking down the fucking riverbed. That back then, before the flood and everything was wacky. There was the river, and then there was a side river.
Right.
That wasn't full all the time, so it was like just the rocky riverbed. And we'd walk down there to see how close the boats were, and then they would still have like a half-mile float around it. And we'd walk back, and we'd find good skipping rocks and all sorts of shit. Well, he'd we'd be sitting up walking and from here to the wall. There's an arrowhead. I'm like, goddamn. 5-leaf clovers, 4-leaf clovers, all sorts.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, just the other day.
His hair is so long. I hadn't
seen.
Last time I saw him, his hair
got a
was
little bit of chin hair finally.
Yeah, that's great. I think those were all found in this field.
That's what I heard.
I think Dad
Papa
told me that.
Charles.
That's wild.
All right. You got an Indian burial ground out here.
A lot of history. Whenever I picked it up, I was like, man, I wonder how many skulls that went through. Oh, seriously.
You're like, animal or otherwise.
Or otherwise, yeah. There's no time. I was like, this could have killed John Smith. It could freaking.
Why do you think John Smith was killed by an arrow?
I don't know.
Is that historically accurate?
Probably not.
Was John Smith the Mormon guy?
I'm not a historian. That's Joseph Smith. You're close. He found the plates.
J. Smith. I pretty much named off half the people in history.
Well, I mean,
half the men on history. J. Smith.
Half of the important ones.
Cameron Smith's dad, literally J. Smith.
Yeah.
The barber.
Yeah. Speaking of barber, I'm going to get my hair cut by Cody Miller.
Nice.
This week. Shout out. Dude, it's so short.
I know.
You look like a neo-Nazi.
I am a neo-Nazi.
Well, that's not what I would have said, but
I wouldn't put that on there. But, tomato.
Your life, I guess.
Tomato.
Schlamato Delgado.
Pas Delgado.
Delgado.
Santiago, which means a whale's vagina. Nah, it does not. I'm pretty sure it does. I watched Anchorman 2 the other day in my hotel room. Fucking funny as shit.
I haven't seen either of the Anchormans in a long time. Those were some of the best movies.
They're so ignorant, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it just makes you cringe and laugh.
I love them.
I didn't realize Paul Rudd was Brian Fantana.
Really?
Yeah, until I watched it again, because I just watched, it was like Ant-Man, or maybe Ant-Man 2, one of the Ant-Mans, the day before in the hotel room. And then, next thing I know, they're like, Anchorman, I could tell Anchorman 2 was the movie that I was watching. And I'm sitting there, and in my head, Brian Fantana hadn't been on yet. And in my head, I was like, is that fucking Paul Rudd? You know what I mean? And I was like, no. I was like, who is the actor? Because he's got the big
mustache,
Fu Manchu, and the long curly hair. And in my head, I'm like, I think it's not Paul Rudd. Who is it that's like Paul Rudd? And then as soon as it showed him in the movie, I was like, it's Paul Rudd.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones that made me like Paul Rudd. That one, he's a funny actor.
He is. I really like Paul Rudd.
Did you ever meet
All right, yeah.
Did you ever meet Ty Robber?
Ty Robber.
You met him at BC at one point or another because he knows you. Okay, you met a lot of people at BC.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, but I don't narrow it down.
Yeah, but if I showed you a picture, you'd be like, yeah, he looks like Paul Rudd.
And they know the legends of Skeet at Benedictine, and I did not even attend.
That's true. Yeah, no, you made a mark.
Fucking right.
I was proud.
I tend to do that. In one way.
And I was about to say good or bad.
One way or another. Good, bad, or otherwise.
Or otherwise. Oh man, dude. So how was Indiana? I meant to ask you about that.
Oh, kind of like we was talking about the traffic. It was freaking nuts. So, dude,
but
4-lane going one way with like 2 lanes on the merging ramps, 2 lanes on the off ramps. Fucking I guess Carmel's known as the roundabout city. That's their
Carmel. How the hell do you spell that?
Carmel.
Caramel.
No, not caramel. Carm.
Well, that's how I say caramel. I don't say caramel. I say fucking caramel.
Well, I say caramel too, and I've been calling it Carmel since I've been up there, and everyone's like, it's caramel. I'm like, what? Why does it look like Carmel? Carmel.
Okay, caramel.
But they got roundabouts everywhere. I guess it's like the rich part of Indianapolis.
Okay.
And it doesn't surprise me. It's just really nice everywhere.
Yeah.
Really, really, really nice. Really well maintained.
Yeah.
So, I say super busy, but any of the Indianapolis area suburbs it's
decent
traffic, unlike anything Kansas City or. Yeah, I say that. Kansas City's pretty big in the middle of it.
You get to the right areas.
But Indianapolis, it's like that everywhere. It's
really?
It's wild. Yeah.
So you drove by our old house?
Yeah, dude, my hotel's fucking 11.
You didn't what?
My hotel's 11 miles from it.
Oh my gosh, I had no
idea.
I'm
2 blocks from the hotel.
You gotta FaceTime me at some point.
I'm 2 blocks from the hotel I was born in.
I'm coming up to Indiana at some point.
Maybe both of us.
Really? I don't know.
If we were born in the same hospital, I don't know
where
or not. Ascension St. Vincent.
I have no clue. I was 0 years old.
Who was I talking to the other day?
Did you talk to anybody in Indiana?
Nah, I've tried to get hold of a couple people. They just haven't got back to me. But
yeah.
Zach Ferguson from. Do you remember Stan and Laura across the street? I went and talked to them.
I remember Zach, kinda.
Yeah, I went and talked to them because they had his little sister Tristan was like a year.
And I remember Tristan because I think I'm friends with her on Facebook. So
she's either your age or you're younger, and then Brianna is older than both of us.
I don't even remember.
And Brianna. I remember Zach and Brianna the most.
I'd have to see Brianna.
I didn't recognize it. I wouldn't recognize it now. I just remember from 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered somebody else. What about, hold on. The 2 girls, they were older than you and me. Like, significantly older than me, I think. Shoot. Katie and Carrie. Katie and Carrie.
Carrie and Kelsey.
What's that? Carrie and Kelsey. That's it.
Carrie and Kelsey
Keating. How well do you know them? Did you ever?
I haven't talked to them in years.
You talked to them when you were.
They're hot as fuck.
They're
girls hot as fuck.
Yeah, I remember them. I crushed on them, but they were both,
probably
Carrie, 4+ years older.
I Carrie. I think Carrie was my grade, maybe, but I think she's still older than me.
Yeah,
and I think Kelsey was
older than
1 or 2 years older than me.
Yeah, so I was 2.5 years younger than everybody.
They're both so freaking beautiful. Oh my goodness.
I remember. Yeah, they were pretty girls.
Oh, they're very pretty women.
And now, dude, I'm thinking about everybody that we used to hang out with. So, like, I remember there was this long-haired kid. Oh my gosh. Now I got
was
memories.
Was it Nolan or Eric? Was it one of my buddies?
It was Nolan.
Nolan had long hair.
This is a hilarious story if you're ready for this. I don't know if I ever told you this. So I remember one time, I'm less than 5 years old because that's how old I was in Indiana.
You were 7.5 and moved.
I was 6 when we moved.
7.5.
I was 6 when we moved. Ransom.
Check this out, dog. 2 weeks before my 10th birthday. So it's coming up.
So you're 9.
Yeah. It's coming up on 15 years to the day
that
we moved.
We moved in 06.
2 weeks before my 10th birthday. August 9th.
Okay.
In a month, it's going to be July.
No.
It's going to be July 21st. So in a month, this is irrelevant, all right?
This is
in a month, it's going to be 15 years to the day that we moved. Ish. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks, because I remember it was 2 weeks before my 10th birthday.
I know, but I think I've had this memory wrong in my head all my life.
What part?
I thought I was 6 when we moved. And I'm like,
well,
still.
the age, okay, so what are you, 2 years? You're 2 years younger than me right now.
2.5.
2 years. You're 22. I'm 24.
You're about to be 25.
And then for 6 months, I'll be 3 years older than you.
Right. So, but I'm on the wrong flip side, so I should still be 2 years younger than you. So I should be 7.
Nothing changed. Nothing changed.
Yes, no, I know.
You're still 2.5 years younger than me.
I'm just saying this memory has been completely.
Yeah, you was 7.5.
Yeah.
That's only a year difference.
It still just sounds wrong.
We moved in
We moved
here, and you started 2nd grade. I started 4th.
We moved in. Yeah, I remember that. That's. But I thought I was 6 in 2nd, turned 7.
No, okay, maybe it's easier for me to remember just because my birthday was before the school year every year.
Yeah.
Like I had my permit before I was a freshman.
Yeah.
I drove to school my first day of sophomore.
You hit a deer 2 weeks into having your permit.
Yeah.
I was weirdly jealous of that. I don't know
why.
Mom
freaked out because he was in the car with us, and Mom freaked out, and I didn't. She was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Man, I smashed the bitch."
But I was jealous because it's like an interesting thing that happens in life, and you're just like, well, I want to hit a deer. I want to have something interesting happen to me. But 2.5 years younger, I can't hit a deer.
You're like, I can't hit a freaking deer yet.
What is
bullshit?
Isn't fair.
It's not fair. It's not even cool, man. I always think this is like a chip or something just sitting here.
I think it's a dead cacti. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, it's not. It's never a chip like I think it is.
I don't know if this is supposed to give off like desert vibes or if it's supposed to give off Midwest.
I can't.
It took me a second to get what you were going for.
Tumbleweed.
Yeah. See, this looks like tumbleweed.
I was in my fake scenery. There was a tumbleweed that tumbled across there.
Yeah, but that's okay. Regardless, doesn't that give you
draw?
But see, then
you're
it's
dead.
got,
bang.
No, look. It's got.
Do you have some foliage? What you asking about, man?
It's got like Midwest vibes with Nevada vibes. I don't know. I don't understand.
Maybe it's Midwest Nevada.
Well, shit. I guess
Nevada's actually.
You got me there.
Nevada, is it Nevada County or is it? There's no Nevada, Missouri. It's spelled like Nevada, but everyone calls it Nevada.
I think that's a Missouri thing.
But it's either a city or a county.
No, I know, but I'm saying Nevada.
Yeah.
It's a Missouri thing.
It's spelled the exact same.
There's Missouri. Jay Nixon.
God, there's Missouri. Yeah.
I want you to vote for me 4 times in the commercial. 4 times in that commercial, he said Missouri. I remember this when I was in like 5th grade. He said Missouri, and then the very last time he's like, "I want to be your Missouri governor," and I'm like, "Missouri? The hell did you just say?"
Wow, I did not mean to throw that one right in the middle, but
it happens. The low gain, it helps out. So that's all right.
Snuck up on me, bud.
That's okay.
Snuck up and out of me.
Man,
snuck out the demons in me.
I'm sorry. I have so many questions and memories. I was gonna go back to this story.
I haven't showed you pictures of it yet.
Yeah. I need to see him. The story with Nolan. This is so funny, dude.
Were we at his house or my house?
Our house.
Our house. Yeah.
So it was. I don't even know. I think we made our little fort in the living room, you know.
Oh, dude. I remember doing that shit all the time.
So, made a fort out in the living room.
Dude, sorry, side note. To start to distract again. Think about how many forts in or outdoors that we've made in our lives. Countless.
A lot.
No wonder we're fucking engineers and pro builders.
Yeah.
I was Bob the Builder from age 6.
We just wanted to work with big equipment and have some fun.
Now we gotta know how to do it on a large scale, okay? We've been doing this our whole fucking lives. You ain't gonna find no one more qualified from birth.
I think I want to go back to my story. Don't let me forget it.
Oh.
I think, just thinking about forts and stuff, anytime I saw you build something when we were kids, I'd sit there and be like, "Oh man, he did a really good job." I'd take the idea and I'd try and refine it.
That's cool because that's really cool because whenever I would build stuff, or even now when I draw stuff, I just notice this with my artwork. I'm not a fucking artist, that I do on a regular hobby or habit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But any of my graffiti or anytime I even just draw a sketch, my handwriting and my actual artistic whatever, I've always, or even when I build forts or whatever the fuck it is, I've sat there and I've looked at it and been like, that looks like shit, and I pick it apart. I self-critique myself really, really bad. I think it's a good thing. I think that's why I've gotten better at it.
Yeah. Because
I'll sit there and other people tell me it's good, or even say in the welding field or this or that, someone come to me and be like, "Oh, that's really fucking nice. Like, good job on that." And I sit there and say thank you, but in my head I'm like,
could be bad.
That's ugly. I could have done this better. And then that's that led to me improving on whatever the fuck skill it is. And like I said, it's interesting that you looked at it and was like, "Ooh, that's cool. How can I make it better?"
Yeah. So I mean, shit.
Which I mean, I guess we just really broke down the industry of
engineering and
improvement
improvement. That's the biggest point. Yeah.
But
okay,
that's funny.
Sorry, back to my initial story. So
Nolan had long hair.
That's what I remember. And we made our fort, whatever. We're all sleeping out in the living room. He was on the couch. Maybe we were on the floor. I don't know. But I woke up in a daze, right? And I was like, oh, Mom's on the couch, you know. I'm 5 years old, and I like to sleep with Mom. I would cuddle with her. I was so little, you know. And I get up, and I start to lay on the couch, and, like, I don't even, like... I
started cuddling with Nolan.
I started to cuddle with Nolan, and then he kind of rolls over, and I don't think he woke up, but he kind of rolled over, like, what the hell's going on? And then I got up, and I was like, this is kind of weird. That's
not my mama.
I was like, that's not Mom. And so I just walked into their bedroom. Dude, I'm like walking through all this in my head and thinking about the layout of the house. I haven't thought about it in so long.
Yeah. Do you remember it?
Yeah. I definitely remember it. Sometimes when I think about it, I forget about the computer room. So like I go straight from my room to your room, you know, and then
Mom and Dad's room right there in the corner.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm thinking about it, and it's so weird to think about because
it is.
It's so weird how our memories of something.
Like I told you, everything looks smaller.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but like until you see the pictures, you're going to be like, oh, wow, that looks way fucking smaller.
Of course it's going to look smaller.
Because we're tiny humans.
That's what I was going to say. We were not even over 4 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. And now I'm thinking of a time whenever...
You remember Allie's rock? That big-ass rock behind the barn where we buried Allie?
No. I remember watching Allie get hit. I was telling Annika about that
I didn't watch it.
I witnessed it with my eyes.
I just remember seeing it.
I think it kind of made me... You feeling shit?
No, just a little bit. I just remember seeing her little dead body.
I remember seeing the motorcycle go by. I don't know how. Like thinking
I remember
back,
the dude on the motorcycle talking to Mom and
Dad. Mom and Dad said he kept going.
Really?
I promise you.
There we go.
But somebody stopped. Somebody stopped after them and talked to Mom and Dad. So you don't have that totally jacked up.
Okay, I was about to say, see, that's funny how memory fucking askew.
I think
skewered.
Oh, dude, we were out in the garden is what I remember, and I like turned and I saw Allie kind of just trod into the highway or the road. You know, it's not you can't go faster than 40 miles an hour on it realistically being.
Well, it was paved in front of our house up until you got past the railroad tracks. Now it's all paved.
It's all paved.
But back then you could do.
Regardless, what was the speed limit when you went out there?
There's no speed limit on our road. Okay. Even now.
Really? Well, regardless, I think I remember seeing a red motorcycle just cruise on by. How do you hit something and not fly off? A dog, by all means.
Good question.
Blows me away. But yeah, I remember watching Allie get hit, and it's like kind of fuzzy, you know. And then I was just kind of like, what the hell just happened? I was too little. Thank you.
I was going to tap you off. No homo.
Yeah, I'd rather keep it that way, I guess.
Oh, fucking homeo.
Stasis?
No.
Homeostatic environment?
You see. Very self-sustaining, very good, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. No, homeophobic.
Homeophobic?
You homeophobe.
What's a homeophobe?
You scared of queers.
Homophobe?
Homeophobotic.
Phlebotomy?
Suck my dick. You're a fucking douche.
I think you go to quotes when you don't know where to go with the conversation.
No, it's not that I don't know where to go. I just choose to fucking run off into La La Land.
I guess that's fair too.
Right enough?
Well, nice.
Tell me more about you and Nolan's first gay experience.
Oh, let's see. Dude, I'm not kidding you though. I can picture him on the couch.
Oh, he had long hair, dude.
I was like, oh, that's Mom. It's like
he had. I mean, for the 2 years I went to school with him, and then I don't remember when he first cut his hair, but I don't think I ever seen him in person with short hair.
Yeah,
and I've not seen him since,
of course,
2nd, 3rd grade. But like the whole time I knew him, his shit was past his shoulders.
Right.
You know what I mean? He had the locks, dude.
Yeah.
And then his friend Eric, I want to say Fritz, but I'm not for sure.
I have no idea.
He was a blonde kid. I feel like he had long hair for a little bit, but then he gave me a little pet turtle that I had for a while when we lived here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I kind of remember that.
Eric Fritch, Eric Fritch, something like that.
I don't know. Call out. Shout out. What's up?
Down with them devil horns. He's like, my name's Eric Spit. Whatever.
He's like, my name's Clyde, you fucking asshole.
He's like, what the fuck? My name's not even Eric. Who the fuck's Eric? I gave you that turtle. Clyde's back there. Pissed. I don't think I've ever known a Clyde. Like a real life Clyde.
Who'd we call Clyde in middle school?
I don't know, but I know Clyde from Morgan Clark?
Was he Clyde? He wasn't Clyde.
He wasn't Clyde.
Clark. He was Clark.
Oh, God damn, I'm doing that one straight down the middle of the mic, too.
Yeah, that's all right.
Strike two.
That game, baby.
You're a fucking douche.
See? Don't know where to go with the conversation.
You just said don't know where to go with it. They just want to throw in some fucking movie quotes.
All right, cool,
or some really stupid meme video quotes.
So be it.
Because that's not a movie. It's a fucking stupid-ass meme. Stupid-ass meme.
Man, what do you fill your head with nowadays?
Business, bitches.
Something.
I fill my head.
Like, what do you listen to? That's what I was kind of going for. What news do you go to? Do you go to news? Do you listen? You said you haven't really listened to podcasts.
If I was going to say any kind of news, and I'm doing it in my rock and roll air quotes, it would be anything related to stocks and crypto.
Okay.
Other than that, I give a fuck less. Even though that sometimes bleeds over into politics and shit, just due to world
the way it is. Yeah, I know,
you know what I'm
exactly
saying.
What you're saying.
And whoever's now, I say in power, whoever's got the money and what decisions they're making, who they're friends with, it does bleed over a little bit. But I give a fuck less, and it's just anytime or if I'm just sitting there senselessly watching South Park or Comedy Central or whatever the fuck, because I tend to lean towards more of the comedic outlets of
that's kind of how
entertainment.
I'm definitely kind of like that as well.
Where if I'm wasting my time doing something that's going to be making me laugh.
Yeah. And
then even then, in the back of my head, it's like, why aren't you looking at the cost of this idea you have? You know, like Bob been home this week. I've been pissed off that I haven't taken measurements and landscapes on putting a gas station on this place.
On this place,
just to get a fucking spitball estimate on it. Even if I don't do it for another 10 years. Even if I don't do it for another 10 years, just to see how much it's going to cost.
Yeah.
Or roughly. Like, I that's been on the back of my head all week that I've been home.
Right.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever I've been doing, I've been like, you fucking lazy piece of shit. So when I'm in my hotel room, I'm either laughing or trying to laugh at something goofy and sleeping, or dude, you should see my fucking my clipboard of notes. It's not a notebook. But, it's just ridiculous how much I let my brain go.
That's a good thing.
I know. No, it is. I agree. It is a good thing. But it's incredible how much I let my brain just go, like fucking smacking a wild horse's ass, and then only so much of the data gets recorded at once. You know what I'm saying? I still retain it because I'll follow back to it and be like, oh fuck, I ain't thought about that I ain't thought about that for a few months. You know what I mean? But it always comes back, and then I build back off of it from where I started. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then I beat myself up because I can't write fast enough. Mm-hmm. Whenever I'm going out, and so I've started doing a scattered note section where all I do is jot down a keyword that I can come back to when my brain's fucking firing on all cylinders, and then from there I can make a whole page later when I want to focus on that one. Yeah. And for anybody else to look at my clipboard, it would be ridiculous. Chicken scratch, jambalaya, fucking what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? Right. But I can sit there and look at it and be like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I can teach a class on a whole on like one page. I've got like 50 words. I can teach a class on like each one of them. Right. I say teach a class. I mean, I was about to say, it could have the word gas station down, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I could rattle on my ideas for a truck stop, fucking yada yada yada. A gas station is my abbreviation for it mentally, when in real life it's gonna be a truck stop that's out of city limits that I can also sell paraphernalia and shit like that and turn a profit, and I can go into bullet points and details and break offs on all of it.
I hear you.
Like I said, I got to pay like 50 of those words.
Have you ever thought about being a life coach? I think they're horse shit, but like...
Yeah, me too, but yeah, I have. Because I think most of my life is horse shit.
I don't think...
No, check this out. I just think that I'm already one of the best life coaches out there, and people can't keep up.
Is that right?
Do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
so but it's like if man, I can't name drop like that. If certain people would have,
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, if certain people would have just not necessarily followed me, but taken my advice or just taken my example and attitude and followed suit with the imminent positivity that you and I got from Mom.
Yeah.
And then combined it with their own work ethic or the work ethic that I display, and you have it too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the same way, dude. If anyone sat there in your pocket and just copied you all day long, tell me you wouldn't be a good life coach. Oh. Without coaching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by that. Like, I feel like I'm one of the best ones, but I'm not going to go around and advertise myself as a life coach because that's bullshit.
No, I mean, all you're telling people.
But if you want to tag along, I'm building an empire. I've told you this before.
Yeah, no,
I'm building everybody up around me. Yeah. Building a fucking empire. And if you want to tag along, fuck yeah, let's go hop on a boat. Let's do this shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you're dead weight, I ain't carrying you along. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you're gonna help me row, let's fucking row, bro. Like, you ain't gonna row harder than me. and I'm telling the ship where to go.
That's where the pride comes in, right?
Damn right.
And I think pride is a good thing, but
it's the downfall of many men. That's why I'm also not too prideful in reality. I
was about to say, hold on. What year are we at?
I know I missed it by about. I've only got a little less
barely
than a month
2 months.
And a half
Not even 2 months. Not even.
No, a little less than a month and a half to make $1 million, $5 million. What I tell you?
You said millionaire by 25 is what I thought you told me.
No, something like that. But my net worth still ain't even. I'm in too much debt.
Me too, man.
But look at how much cool shit I mean, I'm being a little vain right now. Mano y mano. And look at all the cool shit that I've accomplished and done that I think I wouldn't have had I not had that mindset. I've said this since I was a little kid, and I've had, not like all the time laughed at, but I've had multiple people kind of be like, where the fuck did that saying come from? I don't know. I think I made it up on accident, but I'd rather shoot for the stars and only make it to the moon than, you know, hope to get to the moon and just make it out of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
I think I've heard that quote or seen some inspirational.
There's something similar like that, because I don't feel like I came up with that concept on myself.
If you shoot for it's like if you shoot for the stars, you'll at least land among them. It's kind of the one that I've heard.
That's way better than what I say.
That's what I've seen before. I'm not taking any credit.
No, I dig it though. I fucking dig it. Yeah. The way I've always said it is, I'd rather shoot for the stars and just make it to the moon.
Yeah.
Than only shoot for the moon and just make it out of the atmosphere or make it in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool, you got off the ground, but like, you set your goals high and say you don't fucking reach them, you probably got a lot higher than if you set your goals lower
and didn't even go for them,
and then either reached them or didn't reach them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why the fuck? Who am I to say? Who am I to ever count myself out when I was younger? Who am I to count myself out of being one of those 25-year-old millionaires or whatever? And now that I'm almost 25, it don't fucking matter because I have $1 million worth of knowledge that I've gathered with my arrogant mindset, trying to do this or that or accomplish this or that, and my priorities are completely different. My goals are not completely different, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of things that wouldn't be okay if I wrote down a goal sheet and a accomplishment sheet from 10 years ago. There's a lot of things that would not be on the page anymore that were whenever I was 15, and there's a lot of shit that I would have been like, that will never be on my, like, I don't care about that. And now it's like, ooh, that's something that is a given to me. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't explain that very well, but it's just such a mind fuck how shit switches around over
I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about, because everyone experiences that.
Yeah. No, I recently, I'd say in the last 2 years, I've had this level of ambition where it's like, it's so weird because
it's almost subconscious where it's not that you're trying to be ambitious, but certain things drive you that you didn't expect to drive you.
Not even that. No. Maybe not so much the drive as much as I'm just like, there's a drive for just a want, right? There's a drive for like, well, I want to have this freedom. I want to have this luxury. I want. It's capitalism, you know. It's like,
Is that capitalism?
Okay, maybe not the one is capitalism.
I'm asking.
No, capitalism.
I just found out yesterday I'm a libertarian.
Yeah. No, capitalism is just like you have the freedom to go and basically make your own business and make it rich. And if you make it rich, everybody likes you. Like Jeff Bezos, capitalism at its finest, American dream. The dude made a business that is successful all throughout the world, right? Yeah. So, but I've just had this ambition where I'm like, I feel that it's like I have all the right stairs, all the right tools to be successful and be somebody, you know.
And then what you got all the rungs to the ladder. What are you going to set your ladder on?
Yeah, that's kind of the big one right now.
Which mountain are you going to climb? Where are you going to build your empire?
For me right now, it's like,
I feel you, bud. I feel you 100%.
Yeah, for me, it's like, where do I go? I don't know. I feel that I have all the tools and everything that I need to
I agree with you.
To be successful.
Objectively speaking, I say you are 1,000% right.
Yeah.
You have everything you need in life.
Right.
And it starts and ends right here. And I just burped in the mic again, sorry.
It's all right.
But yeah, no, you're spot on, bud.
But on the success thing, we may have talked about this the other night. I can't remember. I've talked to a few people about this recently. But I you know... It's so weird, man, because what do you peg success as before you answer? It's like, I don't know exactly where I'm at.
My first question, the definite.
Where am I?
Whose definition of success?
Exactly. So it's like, what for me, ultimately, it's like, of course, I want to be happy.
I just got called a loser by one of the most successful people in the world, in their own mind, and in a lot of people's view. Not me and
Are you going to tell me that later? Later?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. But, Cameron Butler was in on the conversation. He said when I got called, he said nothing justifies being a loser. And Cameron Butler said, he said a loser in whose world? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not the way he said it word for word. It was a very simple statement, but a loser by whose definition or something like that. And by whose standards? By what standards? I think is what he said. A loser by what standards? And I was just like, I don't have to say nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, oh, fuck, oh,
yeah.
shit. If I'm a loser, then I'm going to keep on losing. Fuck me. You know what I mean? Because I'm happy. I'm not, you know how it is. You have your days.
Absolutely.
You have your days. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm happy every second of every fucking day. But I enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
And I find the good.
That's clear.
Uh-huh.
I said that's clear.
You're funny. But that being said, I don't leech off other people. I don't feel like, and if I'm wrong and oblivious and living in my own fantasy, then I'm fucked. Because, but I don't think I am, and that's another arrogant, prideful thing to say. But the way I've lived and the way my actions have shown people, and the way I feel like people would speak for me, I don't think I'm wrong.
Yeah,
this is one of the few times I would voice it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On air or off air, between me and you is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because I don't go around just talking like this, having this conversation with just everybody. But my day in, day out actions, like I said, I ain't trying to tear people down. I ain't trying to crawl over people.
Right.
I'm building a fucking empire.
Yeah.
And anybody who wants to fucking live in the city of gold with me is more than welcome to help.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to fight and tear down other empires either. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a million of them out there. Trying to work together with them and coordinate and cooperate. Fucking.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting what you said about having conversations. That you don't have to sit down and have this conversation with everybody. And I think that's something that, shoot, I'm kind of flip-flopping back and forth. But
that's podcast, that's me and Bert.
Yeah. So something I like about Joe Rogan is he's very authentic. And so that's something that I've never had somebody that's like a role model to me. So this is kind of the first.
Bullshit. What am I? You said you never had a fucking role model.
Okay.
Am I chopped liver and shit?
Let's say it like this.
I'm just kidding.
Let's say it like this though. I've never had a role model that's been like a celebrity. I've never been like, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. You know, people are like, I love The Last Dance. I love this.
There's got to be something with mom and dad because I never felt like that either with celebrities.
There was nobody that I was just looking up to.
There was never one specific fucking, that guy.
And I'll say at this point for me, if I were to choose a single celebrity role model, he's not even really a celebrity. You know, he's a famous person, but Joe Rogan because, He's a very authentic individual.
He's a sponge, bro.
That's what I was going to say. He's a very authentic individual. He's not trying to push across that he
has no agenda.
Yeah. That, and
if he has an agenda, it's similar, and this sounds super conceited, but it's similar to what I just said. Building people up, positivity, fucking
always.
Always. Good information, whether it be good or bad, for the benefit of some sort.
And he's always trying to better himself too.
Exactly.
So he's not by building himself up, he's not trying to fuck other people up. He's always trying to just make everybody better. And
have you ever heard him talk about the reason he got into podcasting?
Because he just enjoyed it. He just liked it.
That too, but he said, that I think is actually the very first reason. But it's the one where he's talking to not Tony Stark, fucking Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
I call him Tony Stark either way, but
he's kind of an odd
one
to listen to.
Say what?
He's kind of an odd one to listen to.
He is off of away from movies. You're like, whoa, you're an oddball, but he's cool. I like him.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I know what you mean. He's an interesting fella.
Mm-hmm.
He's an inquisitive fella. But anyway, I'm sure, like I said, Joe Rogan said this in a million of his 4 billion podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the one that stands out in my mind. He says it along the lines of this podcasting for someone like Joe Rogan, who has X amount of million followers or viewers or yada yada yada. It gives those people the chance and opportunity to sit down and have an objective, open conversation about whatever the fuck with someone like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
That normally wouldn't get that opportunity to sit down and just bullshit.
That's where I was. That's exactly where I was going with that. As far as conversation, and dude, in our generations, how many people do you think you really sit down with and talk to about for longer?
You're talking like a percentage of the people you know versus percentage of people you know.
No. Okay. Let me put it like this. So throughout a week, how many conversations do you have that are
less than one?
Over 20 minutes long, even. That's over 10 minutes long.
Less than one.
Where you're exactly. So that's
on average nowadays, less than one.
Yeah. So that's something I've really enjoyed about podcasting is like I talk to people and have an in-depth conversation, hash out different thoughts that I've had that I've just not voiced before.
Right.
And I don't know if it's an unpopular thing in our generation just because it's not that it's unpopular. Like, of course, everybody's loving listening to podcasts. But unpopular to actually go do it because people, right. You know what I mean? Well, nobody has the attention span to sit down.
Think about how many people nowadays, a lot of the younger crowd, only due to age and age of technology, but the texting and it's not even the fact that they're glued to their phone, but
plenty are
right. But I'm just saying the fact and the convenience of being able to send a 1-2 word text message or a 1-2 word question, 1-2 word reply.
Right.
And that's the conversation.
There's no intimacy there.
But what sucks is like I do that with some of my coworkers and business partners and yada yada, and it's very efficient. It's very short, brief, to the point, and you get shit done. But it's like, on a large scale, that's like raising a bunch of fucking robots.
Yeah. Well. So,
as opposed to having that I'm not saying that's like that across the board. I'm just saying, think about how many people are used to that. Whereas, like you're saying, it's not as sought after to have this 20, 30, 40 minute in-depth conversation mano a mano.
Right. All I was going to say about having conversations like those 2-word conversations with people, a text, a quick email, whatever it is, that's a business, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be an intimate conversation all the time, but also...
Well, not always. I brought that up in the point of, what do you want for dinner tonight? Spaghetti.
Yeah. That's true. That's fair.
Like, that's what a lot of high school kids are used to.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or kids that are in middle school, high school now, they've never not known a world without cell phones.
Yeah.
I remember when mom and dad first got cell phones.
I didn't get mine until high school. 8th grade, I think, because you got one in high school.
I got my own whenever I was 17.
Really?
Yeah.
17?
You got one way before I did, age-wise.
You got one in high school, man.
I got to use dad's after school.
Okay, that's what it was. But, yeah, I got one. I think I got my first one in 8th grade.
Yeah, no. See, I didn't have one until, like, junior year.
Yeah. Regardless.
And I was the fucking weirdo who hadn't had a cell phone.
Yeah, I was... Dude, there were kids in 4th and 5th grade who had them, and I didn't have one.
Nowadays, motherfuckers that can start to talk or getting cell phones, I'm like...
I had to text my girlfriend off of mom's phone, and it's like... Dude, those are the silliest damn conversations.
Because you know your parents are reading them.
Yeah. I said babe to girls in 8th grade, and I heard I don't even hardly call Annika babe, because I'm like, that makes me think when I was 12 years old. Sometimes it's kind of natural, but at the same time I think about
I'll throw down on a chick. It just depends. I could throw the Mac down on some babes, bro. But it just
I call her darling. I just feel classier saying that.
That's cute. That's cute. She is a darling.
You know what I mean? She's not.
I mean, she is a babe. Don't get me wrong, but she's your darling. What do you want to call your girlfriend ugly? What the fuck?
No, fair. Appreciate it. She's a man.
Annika, please don't take any offense. You're my lawyer. You're my lawyer and attorney. We've already established this, and that was totally professionally speaking and objective, and whatever keeps me out of legal trouble.
She's got princess beauty. I like babe, whatever. She's got princess beauty. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, no, I do. That's why I said she's a darling.
Yeah,
no, I said she is a babe.
That's why
she's a darling, not a babe. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool.
So
no, she holds herself to a higher standard. Which is a good thing, and you can tell.
Yeah,
I can tell.
Yeah.
From a third person perspective.
That'll give me some brownie points. I just want to go ahead and shout that out. But
you should have heard we said it off mic.
No.
It was so dirty. You just smacked me for listening to it.
So I was going back to the friendship thing on levels of friendship. Have you ever heard?
Get in trouble. Sorry.
I won't get in trouble. She'll be laughing.
In the doghouse.
I'm never in the doghouse.
Why? Because you are the big dog.
Because I wear the pants.
You hear that, Onissa?
See, I'm allowed to say that. You hear that one, Andrew? I'm allowed to say that because she's not here. So there's only 2 microphones, and she's not on.
You're like, just edit all this shit out. The last 4 minutes, cut.
No. But
I'm glad Annika's not scared of me anymore. Oh, she might be. I don't know.
I don't think. No, she's not scared of you. Cool. She's not. She was absolutely intimidated you early on in our relationship.
And she intimidated me or intimidated by me?
Intimidated by you.
Because I was intimidated by her.
That's fair.
Just in a roundabout way. Like I've told you before, I feel like on one of these podcasts, it was like I didn't want to
curse around her.
That too.
You said that was the first time. Well, I think I said something.
Yeah,
too.
It
was like the first time in a long time that you being conscious
like on my own decision. You know, not even my own subconscious decision. Like, censor yourself a little bit because you don't want to just come off as some ass in front of your little brother's girlfriend.
Right.
It's not because of who she was, but it's because of who she was. My little brother's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Not what the fuck's her last name?
Blomquist. You did not know that. You had no idea.
Annika, I'm so sorry.
You had no idea what her last name was.
For some reason, I've never known your last name.
You've probably seen it.
Say that one more time.
So I used to say Blomquist.
Is that French F?
No, Swedish. Blomquist is how they always say it.
That's cool though. I mean, my name's Ransom. No one ever believes it.
I know, man.
But I never knew that.
Did I tell you? I saw a random in Best Buy. His name was Random.
Fuck him in his face.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. I looked at him and kind of just walked by me.
You're like bullshit.
I did a double take. I did a double take on him. He's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "No, dude. I thought your name was Ransom. I've never seen another Ransom, and I've never seen a fucking Random."
And was he like, "Yeah"?
He's like, "Yeah, I get that a lot." And I'm like, you've never seen another Ransom, you lying sack of shit.
No. But I've never seen Random as a name before.
Yeah.
I'm sure he gets that one a lot.
Yeah,
I thought your name was Ransom. Yeah, I get that a lot.
No, you don't. No,
liar.
No, but Annika Blum.
Where was that at? A Best Buy?
Was it a Best Buy? Yeah.
You best fuck off, Random.
In Kansas City, I could take you to him. I know where he lives.
I'll go fuck him up.
He doesn't have a house. He's homeless.
How do you know this?
I don't.
If he's working at Best Buy, he might have some quarter. That is
I think Joe Biden tried to help him out and he just couldn't, man. Not enough stimulus
Yo,
check.
fuck Biden. I'm just kidding. I don't really know. I don't really care, but I'm pretty sure he's losing his shit from what I hear.
Yeah. I think Biden's on the way out and we're going to have our first female president by...
He ain't going to be...
Kamala.
Who the hell's that?
Kamala's the...
See, okay.
That's vice president right now.
That's slang for Annika because I don't ever get any of my buddies' girlfriend names right intentionally. Anyway, I didn't know your last name. I don't even know our fucking president's real name.
Vice president.
Wait, Biden's our vice president?
No. You just said you know Joe Biden's full name. Kamala Harris is the vice president.
Oh, we have a female VP?
100%.
Is that the first one ever?
I don't believe so.
I didn't think so.
Barack Obama had...
Michelle Obama wasn't his VP. That was his wife.
That's his wife. Why am I thinking Hillary Clinton? Was Hillary Clinton?
Maybe, I don't know.
It was.
I feel like His VP was Biden, wasn't it?
No. Oh, yes. That's what
wasn't his VP. Wasn't his VP Biden?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
It was Barack Biden administration.
Yes. Yeah. You're absolutely
Obama
right.
Biden.
Hillary was just in the picture for so long. I thought she
had
an important role other than playing with children.
I've been hearing Hillary Clinton's name for 30 fucking years, and
that'll get me off.
And what'd you say? Which part?
I said she's been in the picture so much that it just seemed like she had an important role, but it was really just playing with children or something like that.
I was about to say, what are we talking about? PCA? Are we talking about the Arkansas drugs? What are we talking about?
That's wrong.
We got conspiracies in this bitch. I'm talking. Never mind. I'm going to try not to get you blacklisted.
That's what I was going to say. That's going to get me off the air forever. But
I type in just Nichols and nothing.
Oh, he doesn't exist. There's his social security number though, and passport ID, and
it's all classified.
And that'll all be free for everybody to do and do what they feel.
Oh, so you just get fucked in the ass socially?
I don't know. I would imagine.
Steal his shit, fucking
max out all his credit cards. Make sure he doesn't exist anymore.
It's like if he's a salesman, or you know what we looked up? Not me and you, but it's me and some. I gotta be careful how I phrase certain things, because if anyone,
you have to be careful with.
Because I know as I'm saying certain things, I think of certain people watching things, and it's like if they know the story I'm referring to, and I just refer to him as some person or some girl or some guy, and they're like, "Oh, we're best fucking buds," or "Oh, I thought that was my boyfriend," I'm gonna be like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
they're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Because I don't have an established onus like you do, bud.
It's nice, man. It's nice to have that.
Yeah, but you know what else is nice? No, I can't even say that.
Please don't. Please.
Oh, I was gonna say having 5 or 6 of them, but that's a lie. It's a total. That's a total fabrication.
Remember what Papa always said?
No.
He always tells me. He's always talking to me. He's like, "You still got that girlfriend in Kansas City or in Denver?" And he's like, "Well, if you get 2 of them, make sure you keep them on opposite sides of town."
I know. I've never heard Papa say that.
I'm like, "Papa, you're 75 years old. He's 85.
I've heard Papa say shit like that though, where I'm like, oh, okay, Papa's got jokes. That's a good one.
Papa's funny, man.
Papa is funny, and he censored himself around us for too long. Just because you don't realize that. Well, 20 back then is like 35 now.
Yeah.
Now we're 20, but we have. Okay, Papa never watched internet porn.
No, I know.
I saw internet porn when I was in like 6th grade.
I was about to say we watched. I saw it in Indiana.
Don't say we watched it. That was a pop up.
I fully remember that though.
That was a pop-up ad. That was a
we didn't watch it.
That was a bad pop-up ad experience.
I fully
remember that, the way you worded it makes it sound like you're sitting there looking up porn.
My apologies, but dude, I just remember that from Indiana, and I was like,
me too. That's scarring.
My 4-year-old, I was like,
hey. Even now, I look back at it and didn't. I knew what I was seeing, but I didn't know what I was seeing.
Yeah. Oh.
And now looking back, I know what I was seeing, and that was some dirty shit.
Oh.
That was some raunchy ass shit. Like I wish I could look that shit up now. I can't find that shit right now.
I just remember
wrong.
I didn't even know what.
My mom's laptop. It was old HP.
Yeah.
I still remember the fucking laptop.
Dude, I just have no.
On the counter in the kitchen.
That's exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh my gosh. That's so funny.
I wish I would have got the glasses.
I just remember a guy with glasses.
I don't remember the guy with glasses.
That's the one
face. I remember a bunch of dicks and semen. And then girls, like, in the face, like, oh.
That's like, I kind of vaguely, oh my gosh, man. That was too.
At the time, I didn't even know what semen was.
Too childish.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a...
It was ridiculous.
That's kind of an interesting thing, how porn... Like, of course, we have super graphic porn now where it's like you can...
Oh, what are you talking about? The 1080p shit?
No. Well, that's what I mean. That is where I was going with that as far as, like...
now you can count the pubes on a bitch's crotch?
Basically, yeah. You know, and like, just the resolution's absurd, but pornography's always been...
They're not letting you miss much now.
Pornography's always been, like, a thing in the past. It's always... Like, you go back to... Greek statues and stuff like that, they depict people having sex and doing stuff. And
not even that. Before actual recorded pornography, like on video.
I'm talking about how they had clubs and stuff. What are those called?
Brothels is like the old Roman, but that's
brothels are like whorehouses. Yeah, that's a whorehouse.
But at the same time, you could sit there and pay to watch
a sex show. That's like what it was. Yeah.
And I'm not sure if those were held at brothels too. I'm sure there was a special word for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, those sex shows like in the 50s and 60s. It's like a gentleman's club, but I know that's not what it was called.
Yeah.
But it's like, you go down, of course I wasn't around in the 50s and 60s, but from what I've heard, you go down this whatever alleyway, and there's a door with no fucking advertisement, and there's a bouncer, and you either do or don't get in.
Then there's a Chinese massage with a happy ending.
Yeah, they still got those. I ain't never been to one. I'm just saying they probably still.
I'm sure they still exist somewhere.
Yeah. I've heard you go to Thailand and you pretty much get whatever the fuck you want.
What's the capital of Thailand?
Bangkok.
That's what I like to hear. That's that's the love guru. He's like, "What's the capital of Thailand?" He's like, "Bangkok."
Exactly. Damn,
you remember he starts shaking his hand because he has the chastity belt on.
And he goes like, "Oh, Sharif, my balls."
Yeah. And
is that what,
quotes?
Right? Hey, apparently I don't know where I'm going with the conversation. You know what we call that? A callback. In comedic terms. Thank you. I haven't seen her.
We're looking for Tinkerbell or Lovable. Dude, we saw a Tinkerbell at the river.
Do you need a beer?
Yeah, I'll take one. We saw a Tinkerbell at the river. I've never seen a dog that resembled Tink so much.
Wait, my Tink? So her name was Tink.
No. Yeah. It was a dog that was like Min Pin Chihuahua mixed. It looked so much like Tinkerbell. It was so funny, man. That's yours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
what
absolutely
about the
size? Exactly same size. She had long ass deer legs, and she had this little tail that was just like out on the river. It was just kind of flickering. Just it's the same little.
Hey, did you get a little boop? Did that come from your phone?
No.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure it wasn't a battery on your phone.
I missed it. I should check if that's even. We'll do it quick.
I'll fix this.
Did you bring it?
Yep.
You just have to. We're still recording.
Cool. No, okay, then the boot might have been like a hollow-wooded leg of something.
Probably. 10 o'clock. What time are you getting up?
Leaving at 4:30.
That's about
4:30.
I'll be up at 5.
4:30.
Are you working out much right now or no?
I wouldn't say working out, but I'm staying super physically active, and I'm just not getting where I can do push-ups and shit. I've been doing core work and shit like that. Oh yeah, but a callback in comedic terms is when you say some shit like, "I don't know what I'm talking about," so I just throw out movie references.
Call back an old joke. Is that?
And then later down the line or later on in the episode, I fucking bring that. I reference that as a punchline, and that concept is what they call a callback.
Yes.
I'm funny Ath. Mic drop.
I think I could be a comedian.
I thought I could too, but I didn't. My form of comedy is not stand up. I don't think
it could be. It absolutely could be.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Listen.
Okay.
You are a good storyteller. Sorry, I had to say listen so many times.
No, you're good. Thanks, bud.
You cut me off frequently.
Yeah, no, I do that to everybody. Thank you, bud.
Yeah. So, no, you're a good storyteller. You have good timing and you emphasize the right points. I think you just have to write down your stories and think about them and really decide how you want to deliver. That's how I feel. What did I say about interrupting me?
Nothing. You said
it's constant. I said it's constant.
Okay, you might have said that. I was too busy interrupting. But I feel like I see what you're saying, but I feel like if I was going to do stand-up comedy, I would, for me to come off authentic, it would all have to come off. It was that, whatever the fuck that was. Right?
Yeah, I think one of us scooted the
chair.
That
wasn't me because I wasn't moving. So what the fuck's haunted?
Something? No, I think it's just that I'm hearing it. No,
you heard that too?
I heard something. Oh no! Okay, there's a little piece of paper on the ground. I think the fan's blowing it. I see the paper now.
Justin, it would not have made that noise. Are you serious?
Well, no. I okay. Listen, I think that was Dad moving the thing up the stairs. I heard. I just watched him move that, but then I also heard like a scuttle, and I was kind of like, "What the hell was that?"
No, I heard a hollow.
That was upstairs.
The first time though, it sounded like it could have been a digital beep. Anyway, whatever.
It was, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's probably all. That's probably what it was.
Suck my dick, dude.
Regardless, this house is haunted.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Get out.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Hey, if I want to play music on stereo while I'm watching the movie, how do I turn up the music on stereo without?" He's like, "Why do you want to watch a movie while you're listening to music?" Because I like to party. Man, why am I even talking to you?
Why am I talking to you right now?
Hey, which one of your cars do you miss most? Man, I'm really missing Hummer. He's like, all right, I'm going to bring it. Man, no, you're not. I'm hanging up. All right, man, I'll talk to you later. All right, yeah, I'll talk to you too. All right, so.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
No,
that's a good one.
I haven't seen it in a while either.
Oh,
and then the house gets
Oh yeah. That's what it was.
It says, I'm pretty sure it's haunted. No, man, it ain't haunted.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It is.
Everything Will Ferrell is great.
He's so good. Oh, but no, like I was saying, for me to come off authentic, I feel like stand up wise, I'd have to roll off the seat of my pants, just walk out there with a mic, and then really start not dogging, but what do they call that when they fuck with the crowd and go back and forth? What's that?
Well, that's fine.
No, but there's a name for it where they're fucking.
It's not heckling. I know what you're talking
about.
The
heckling's when
banter, back and forth.
There's a different word for it that I can't think of, but I feel like I'd have to go out there and literally just fly by the seat of my pants, or sit down and just like note card style, like, all right, tell this story. All right, tell this story.
That's what I was going to say. If you had set stories that you're like, all right, I'm going to tell these stories on stage. I know exactly which one I'm going to tell, and then you could have that last one relate to the first one, or however you want to wrap up your act.
But you, like you said, I'm a good storyteller. I do a good job. My brain fucking logs shit to where, like an episode of Letterkenny, which is a off-skew reference for people who don't know Letterkenny, but it's like I can make one short comment that references something that people who with an expanded mind are like, holy shit, like I see what he did there.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I didn't do it like that, I feel like my form of comedy and whatnot, I feel like it's there. I'm not disagreeing with you in that way. Like you said, I think I'm a good storyteller too, but I feel like I'd be a better sitcom writer or a better, if I had a whole 30 minutes to produce, or an hour or 45, whatever, to produce, and then make 4 or 5 seasons, whatever, how many episodes in a season. Yeah, I feel like I can make a really funny movie of the Ballad of Skeeter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
More so, but then again, if I went out and I was just tipsy enough to
stand up on stage,
it's not even that I'd be nervous to. It's just that
I would be. I get a little stage fright.
Well, it's not stage fright for me. I'd get nervous, but it's not stage fright. It would just be, okay, fuck, where do I start? And how do I not come off too aggressive?
Yeah, it seems like you'd have to feel the room. Yeah,
exactly, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. And then, but when I'm just off the edge enough, whether it's marijuana, whether it's booze, whatever the fuck, if I'm just right there, not fucked up, but like right there on the line of anxiety's out of my brain. You know what I mean?
Confidence. And
it's just I tend to find the right
calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, I tend to find the right level of edgy and just push the envelope the whole way.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, fuck, I drank this beer too fast.
Did you finish it?
No, not that one, but like just in general, like I'm bloated.
Yeah, that's why I drink seltzers, man. Seltzers are the way. I'm telling you right now, I have a girlfriend, and
I already told you I have.
Possibly. Okay, let's get into it.
I'm just kidding. For any of my current girlfriends listening, I'm just kidding.
Girlfriends, plural. No. Let's real quick.
You don't put a date on these, right?
We'll come back to comedy real quick in a second. But I just wanted to say, have I told you where I'm at with Annika and our timeline and everything?
I told someone the other day you guys have been together for like 3 or 4 years. 2
and then some.
Yeah, close.
Close. It seems like 3 sometimes.
I'll count it. I win.
But
I'm always
no. We're I'm not very private about this because everything that I've tried to keep private has fucking gone awry. So I'm like, fuck it,
Privacy is rare these days.
I told you I asked her dad, right, for permission.
No shit.
I did, man. That's what I
haven't even met her parents. I'm sure they're still scared.
Mom and dad haven't met her parents either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, they've lived in Denver, then they moved to Tennessee, so it's like they've never had the opportunity.
So her parents are in Tennessee?
They're in Tennessee right now.
Where's Annika? Is she
Casey?
She working there, or
she's working in Casey.
Because I knew she graduated.
Yeah, so
I didn't know if she was doing any post grad work or.
No, so she's kind of trying to find a job in translation. She's majored in French and international studies, but
I don't think she was a lawyer.
Because you always called her a lawyer after our first podcast.
But she's not in any way.
No way, shape, or form a lawyer.
Now, see, how does someone as self-declared intelligent as me?
Yes. Yeah.
Mix some shit up like that.
You're walking down a lot of people's brain paths right now when they start thinking about some things that you've done.
Yeah. Yeah, like, why did I think she was in law?
Because people recognize that you're an intelligent guy. But Ransom, hear me out. I'm gonna ask you a sincere question because I haven't actually asked you this yet.
No, I'm not good at sincerity.
I haven't actually asked you this yet. Why in the fuck
I like the beginning of this question.
did you think that when Dad's truck was stuck, you could take my F-150 down there to get it unstuck? Dad's is a 2500 Ram. Just
I thought
a truck.
I thought that the downhill grade.
You said truck connect,
no,
let's go.
No, I thought the downhill grade would allow me to get his truck more unstuck than my truck that I was originally trying to get unstuck.
But it didn't.
No, I got 3 trucks stuck. I ended up with 3 stuck trucks in Papa's yard, and
we filled those in.
One is still there.
We filled in those divots finally. But dude, I seriously, when was the last time you went up there?
Yesterday for Father's Day. Fuck, I was supposed to go up there today.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm glad you went up and saw them, man. They always ask about you. Oh hell, what do you think that was?
I bet she was on him getting under Dad's feet while he was walking. That's it.
He said, "Put them out."
I bet Dad almost fell down.
He said, "Put them outside right now."
I bet that was it. I bet one of them just got caught up in his fucking walk past.
Yeah, you're probably you're absolutely right, man.
I bet that almost did shit.
Oh hell, oh man, that's so funny. No, okay, but back to
no, I hadn't seen them since before my surgery.
Well, I'm glad you went up to see them because again, they ask about you a lot, so they're.
Yeah, well, I'm not justifying it, but I wasn't in the greatest mental state to go see him.
Sure.
I saw Janet and Ken and Rhonda and Kelly and Kyle, and I saw a lot of people I ain't seen in a while.
Yeah,
it was good. I had a lot of good things. Not trying to be arrogant or conceited, but I had a lot of good things to say about what I'm doing right now, rather than just lying.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, but that's, man, I'm glad with where it's at.
You don't have to filter anything you say to me, but.
Well, no, I'm not really filtering. I'm just telling you, because a lot of times when I go up and see Mimi and Papa, I don't mean to put you on the spot here.
Bud, you're good.
Again,
you got to filter anything you say to me, bud.
No, but when I go up and see Mimi and Papa, it was like. But they're like, "Where's Ransom? What's he doing?" And I'm like,
What good answer?
What good answer
do you have?
It's always I think he's. I never really had a distinct answer for him, and that was.
But even if it was good, or even if it was distinct, honest,
there were times I could have it.
What good answer would you have?
Right.
And that's how I feel. And me and Dad had this conversation before I went on the road. This last time, I was just like, man, it feels so like just knowing I have something to go do or something to hold me accountable and yada yada yada. It's like, fuck. Like, whenever I step up. Here's the way I word it: I step up to the plate, whatever the occasion is.
Mm-hmm.
I played my competition, and that's a good and a bad thing because you throw me in the big leagues, I'm gonna play like a big leaguer. If I'm around a bunch of little dogs, I'm gonna play like a little dog, and I hate that. I hate that because I don't come off whether it's an actual sport or whether it's a job or professional scenario of any sort, whatever the fuck it may be, that principle stays. And again, I've found that I like to have that trait, and I've found that I don't like to have that I dislike that trait. Not saying I don't like to have it, but I dislike it.
Yeah.
At times, and I like it at times because when I'm around a bunch of little dogs, I don't come off as the big dog.
Right.
But when I'm around a bunch of big dogs, I fit in.
Yeah.
And when I'm around a bunch of little dogs, I fit in.
Yeah.
I play my competition. So you throw me in a scenario that requires more accountability and responsibility, I'm going to step up to the plate.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to be lazy and I'm allowed to fuck around, I'm allowed to do this and that, I'll fucking take advantage of it. That's just what I've come to find out about myself throughout my 25 years of life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that I've settled into it and accepted it, even though in a way I've accepted it, but it's like, not that I choose that and want that. I just know that those are my tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I'm not working on it. You get what I mean?
Fully.
But like, whether I can, from an athletic standpoint, I noticed it throughout sports my whole life, and it was not controllable. You put me in a game time situation on a B team game, which I only played up until like 4th grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I started A team in 6th grade.
I don't think that's just you though. I'm just gonna say because there are a lot of people who
a lot of people. It's not an everybody thing.
Exactly. No,
it's not
by no means.
Thing.
But what
it's a trait that alpha males have or don't have. Because some alpha males put on for their city no matter where the fuck or what the fuck or how many the fuck people watching.
Sure.
Some people put on the same performance regardless who's watching. Some people entertain 1 million people or 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people entertain 1 million people but don't entertain 10.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can entertain every single person they meet but not 10 people at once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's 1 million different types of the trillion different people out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the only one of me's. You're the only one to use.
Yeah.
We're two of the coolest out there.
I like to think so sometimes.
You don't have to think about it, but I just told you, so it's certified.
Well, what was I going to say about you? Just playing down to playing down to that level though. Playing down or playing up to a certain level. I think
playing to the competition.
Playing to the competition.
That's the way Coach Smith used to smay it.
I'm sorry if Coach Smith, if you ever watch this, I fucking stopped listening to you after probably 6th grade. 6th grade for me.
8th grade.
I did not like him for a long time because
you disliked him before I did. I didn't catch on to it.
You want to know why?
Yes.
Because he fucking every time that I was just trying to play around and do something, he basically scolded me while you were in practice in like Rebels practice.
Yeah.
It was either I'm sitting on the sideline, I'm a dummy for you guys to run plays around, which was like, I'm included. That's cool. Yeah. I enjoyed it. But if I wasn't doing that, it was like, okay, I'm going to go play with Isaiah. We're going to mess around. I kicked a ball off the wall, and I think it hit him in the leg or something, and he got pissed, dude. He's like, he just started shaking his head. And I'm a 6th grader. I'm going to take it a different way than I probably... it wasn't personal. He's just upset. He's irritated. That's not whatever's going on. But I was just like, it affected me. I was 12,
sure,
I'm 11, 12 years old. And I was like, fuck
day,
this guy.
That's just another day of coaching and parenting for Kevin Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6th grader getting in big trouble by a big coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. When I started taking it seriously, and this ain't no fucking dig on Cameron Butler, because I've already spoken about Cameron Butler on this one.
Yeah.
And Cameron Butler knows, to this day, how I feel about him on a personal level. I hold him on a higher scale than I hold most human beings, period.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. But I stopped taking Coach Smith as serious whenever Cameron Butler came back from rehab after his 2nd time getting kicked off the team. No personal digs on Cameron.
Sure, yeah.
But I'd sat there and I'd worked my ass off and done the right thing in and out every day. Wasn't necessarily the best player, but in my head I'd been preached to about how hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, yada, 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 yada. And I'd been the hardest worker I'd known for years and years and years, and been told that from every coach I had for years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden, here Cameron was, who hadn't made it to a fucking practice that year, and he's in the start lineup. And then I am too, but I'm not getting praised as much. And then a year later, I get edged out a little bit. And then I realize, it's not even just a Coach Smith thing. It's a coaching thing in general. Cameron Butler could put up numbers on the stat board.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I don't know if he knew this at the time, or realized it at the time and whatnot. That's just what the fuck he did. That motherfucker can play.
Yeah.
That motherfucker can ball. Yeah. Motherfucker can put on a show.
I remember videoing. I remember when I was in...
Butler's a fucking baller.
Yeah.
And then me realizing, hard work don't mean shit. Points, numbers, statistics are what win games, what coaches look at, what teams and franchises need, want, yada, 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 yada. So, in a sense, what I realized at that age was the way I took it, and the way I realized it, and the way it all dawned on me was, hard work ain't shit.
That had a nice rattle in the audio clip.
Good. Hard work ain't shit unless you got something to show for it.
Yeah.
And so I stopped taking him less seriously and started taking myself more seriously.
Yeah.
And yes, he is directly related in the story, but overall, it was a very personal thing that I transferred in, like I said, into my personal mindset where, okay, these coaches, whether it was Coach Smith or any of my other coaches after that, I didn't give a fuck as much because I knew at the end of the day I could be a team captain or a team leader in practice and whatnot. And at the end of the day, if our team didn't get the W, or if I didn't contribute to that W, I probably wasn't going to be contributing to shit.
Yeah, I know.
Other than being a run around practice player, like you was talking about.
Yeah. So, just kind of the same situation for me, but I realized this type of thing later in life. I'd say, for me, the hard work part. So, I worked hard as fuck, man.
No, you still do.
Yeah, I try to, and but I got up to collegiate level football, and played freshman year. Worked my ass off. I didn't get a whole lot stronger, but damn it, I knew the plays. I knew what was going on. I was there. I was cognizant of everything. And then sophomore year, this kid that I live with, Tristan Cruz, I'm gonna call you out. Love you, brother.
Yeah.
He's still playing football and good athlete, great guy.
Your age or younger? Or?
My age. And so we one practice. So we both had long hair. We kind of looked alike. I have a tattoo on my left arm. He has a tattoo on his right arm that showed.
Outside. I think I know exactly the function.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't.
Does it start with a 1?
He's a DB.
I know. I feel like it's the other dude that had white cleats one year that I always mixed you and him up with.
I could not tell you. But regardless, in practice one day. Dude, I always took pride in I warmed up right. I went through practice right. I went through fundies. I went through everything. With
fundamentals of fundies.
Yeah. I went through everything with the right mindset. And I'm like, you know what? I put in my absolute every day. I would go home and I'm like, I put in my absolute best effort.
Right, hey, Nichols don't do it no other way.
You sleep well when you put in your best effort. That's something else. I've
never had a problem sleeping. You know that.
Shit.
That's questionable.
Well, anyway,
that's a lot of
through practice. This one day we warmed up, and after warm-ups, coach kind of gathered us all together, and he was like, some of you guys need to take warm-ups more seriously. And I was thinking through my head, I was like, that was not me. I absolutely know that I was taking every stretch. I remember thinking this after he said this. I was like, I know I took this.
You know what I mean?
I was like, I took this stretch seriously. Of all stretches in my collegiate career, I was like, I know I took this one seriously. I'm glad that's not me.
Is your red cup empty?
Yeah, you can, I don't want a whole lot. I wake up at 5 for work. But
bitch, I leave at 4:30.
Yeah, you can sleep on the way.
No, I ain't gonna sleep. I finally, sorry to sidetrack your story, don't forget. But I finally got my body clock regulated.
That's what Mom was telling me. That's awesome. That helps, dude. It helps so much to have
I slept in today.
Yeah.
Till 9.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much in and out the whole time I was on that couch up there.
That's good. So anyway,
I didn't know you was home. Otherwise, I would have fucking.
You woke up. I took a nap an hour after I got back, and then you woke up with me. So.
No, but I'm saying the whole time I was up there, I was in and out and just watching TV and not talking.
You didn't even know I'd come in.
Exactly. I didn't realize what time it was.
Yeah, you were out when I did.
I remember the beginning of that Departed movie, and
you didn't know I was there for it.
Yeah,
I passed out for the first 20 minutes of it.
So I would say I was not completely cognizant for the first 20 minutes, but then the first time I saw someone click and see how much was left in the movie, I was like, oh fuck, I ain't missed none of this.
Yeah.
But no, you took the stress seriously.
Yes, I took pre-practice seriously. I was warmed up, whatever. I was like, all right, I'm good. Go through practice, whatever, and then a couple guys, I'll call these guys out. They were trying to get extra work after practice. Cody Sisson, Dante Edwards, I think there was another linebacker. And so we go out to the end zone and we start running a couple sprints, and he drives up to me. Coach Wilcox drives up to me. And he's like, what are you doing? I was like,
was that the head coach?
Head coach.
Retired.
Yep.
After for how many years?
42, 3, 4-ish.
How many have been at 18?
All. He didn't.
All of it have been? Oh, okay.
The stadium is named after him.
Oh, and so stadium?
Yeah. And so he came up to me after practice. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm getting a little extra work with the guys. And he's like, should have done that before practice. You were one of the guys I was talking about before practice. And I was like, I don't talk back to coaches. Mm-hmm. But I said, really? And I said it just like that. I was like, I thought he was being funny with me. I thought he was being silly. He's like, really? And he drove off in his cart. And I was like, fuck, I just talked back to the head coach. That sounded stupid as hell. And so he drove, did a little lap, and started driving somewhere else. And I kind of ran him and flagged him down. I was like, Coach, I didn't want you to think I was back talking you, but I absolutely felt that I gave the effort that I needed to in pre-practice, and I did not believe that I was one of the guys you were talking about. He's like, I'm just telling you how I see it. And after that, I was like, oh, so hard work doesn't even get noticed here. So that's cool. It doesn't get acknowledged. And it does. That was kind of a childish mindset of me to think that. But at the time.
But in a sense, it does on paper whenever that coach has had 140 kids on a roster for 40 years.
Exactly.
For 40 years, and you're just...
I'm not a name he's going to fucking remember. I'm just not. And that's the reality.
It's not anything personal.
No.
It's not anything personal. He's got his own agenda, just like you've got your own agenda, just like I've got my own agenda.
Bingo. And I'm not
as much as I've preached about being all inclusive and all incorporated, I can't sit here and in good confidence say that I've 100% acknowledged all of the good intentions that have been bestowed upon me by people.
Bingo. And
to have that realization of you is very mature, and to have that realization between the two of us is something that a lot of people don't ever have, and that's why you see old adult, I say old people, any age of human, that me and you could look at and be like, well, that's ignorant. You know what I mean? Because it's like we can call out that ignorance, that lack of education, that lack of knowledge, not saying those people are dumb, just saying that those people take it personally and don't realize that the world's big, man.
Yeah.
The world's fucking big.
It's bigger than it ever has been in the past. There are 7+ billion people
and that's
on the
going to
earth.
keep going.
Dude, I looked up the stat. Oh, I've looked it up a few times. But we didn't have over 1 billion people until like not even the 1800s. Or like past the 1800s.
I didn't know that.
It was like we didn't even hit 1 billion until the 1900s, I believe.
And how many do we have now?
7 billion. So we went from...
So the fucking chart's gone.
Oh, we're exponential. We've hit next. Yeah, it's absolutely
just like the growth of technology. If you look up cell phones weren't out whenever I was born.
Right.
You look at the 1700s. Look at the 1600s. Okay. Look at the 1000s to the 1500s. Boop. 1500.
Oh, and that's the thing.
1500 to 1600.
You go from
boop,
exactly
1617. Boop. 1718. Boop. 1819. Boop. 1920s. Boop. 20 to 2010.
You go and
2010 to 2020. We're past my fucking chart.
You go from like negative 3000 BC.
It's the rated growth.
Negative 3000.
Rated growth is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about technology. You're talking about population.
Let me give you these numbers, all right? Wow. So we got 5 million in 5000 BC. So that's 7,000 years ago, right?
Oh, 5 million in 5000 BC.
In 5000 BC. So now we don't hit 1 billion people. Excuse me. Okay, I had this wrong. 1 billion people until 1804. 200 years ago. That we didn't double our population until 200 years ago. That is
damn.
That's insane to think about.
Damn.
Doubled our population that's about 6,800 years. And then 6,800 years.
Almost all 7,000 years of the recorded history you're talking about.
And then whatever 6,800 of 7,000 is, that's how long it took just to double. And then from that point, we hit 2 million in 130 years from then. So 1927. That's when we hit 2 million, doubled again. It took 130 years versus 6,800 years.
So in 6,800 years, we doubled our population. And from then,
130 years later, we doubled it again.
And doubled it again. And then, has it been another 130 years yet? Or just right now?
And then, so we went 6,800 to double, 130 to double, and then, let's see. Oh my gosh.
1800s to
1927 to we finally hit 4 million in 1974.
4 million or 4 billion?
4 billion, excuse me.
Yep. See, I'm smart.
I know. 14 billion.
I know.
14 billion. 1974, that was not even 50 years later. So it's like
you said 1974?
1974.
We hit how many?
4 billion.
Okay. And then what are we at right now?
7.79
in almost 100 years.
That's 2020. So yeah,
in almost 100 years.
Less than 100 years now from that, 50.
In 80 years, almost doubled in 80 years. So at that rate, in 40 more years, we'll be at 14 million people.
Yeah.
So 100 years.
That's an insane...
I bet you the Midwest is going to have a lot more.
Yeah. I don't think that... I don't know how the hell everything's going to happen. But...
I was talking to Stan Roy, they're paying people at certain times in certain places. They're paying people to grow flowers or something that's not produce related.
Yeah.
Just due to the fluctuation in prices of feed produce for livestock or sales produce for people. So some of the farmers around our old house are getting paid to either grow fucking nothing at all by the government. This is going to get you blacklisted. No, just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if it would or not, because you could look at anybody.
No, because this is probably public knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say. Anybody could look this up if I'm getting told this by our fucking old neighbors. They're getting paid to not grow corn because if they grow too much corn, then it's going to be 60 cents a fucking pound. I don't know how accurate this is, as opposed to $1.20 a pound.
Right.
And they want to regulate it so that the agricultural industry doesn't take such a fucking dive. So they're paying out farmers to not grow crop.
Which makes sense in a way.
And I said, yeah, it does. And financially, in business speaking, fuck yeah, it makes perfect sense. And I sat there and listened to it, and I said, there's people in this world fucking starving. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I gotta take a piss.
Yeah.
Take a commercial break.
Quick commercial break. I'll see if I can throw in my different ads that I get on Anchor. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see if I can take this time to talk about anything. I can't remember if there was anything that I really wanted to speak on. There was... Shoot, I was trying to tell him about Monica and I. Guess he's going to miss out on that conversation. I really just might have to cut it. I apologize if I do, but I'll try and keep it running as much as I can. I'm getting some new gear. Maybe I should talk about that. I am getting 4 new mics. And I'm getting a new audio interface that'll allow me to have all 4 mics inside of it, which will be awesome. So I'm hoping that I can do multiple people podcasts, which might end up being a little more spotty on how people actually converse, and it won't necessarily be such an intimate conversation with a single person. But if I have 4 people talking together, I feel like I think it'd be entertaining. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, I'll get intimate with 4 people. Don't tip me a good time.
Yeah,
you dirty bitch.
Doesn't surprise me.
Sorry, I didn't hear any of the beginning of that.
No, it's okay. I was talking about just getting 4 mics. Dang it, man! We have things that happen that we talk about, and then I never come back to them, and I can't remember the few things that I did want to come back to.
This is the Bert Kreischer method.
It fully is.
No, not method.
It's like as soon as you have the train of thought, fucking run with it.
Send it, fucking send it
as fast as you can.
This is the Kreischer phenomenon.
Kreischer phenomenon. Have you seen what he's doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
He is filming The Machine in Serbia.
Oh, I've heard about his
in Serbia
plans for in Serbia.
He's in Serbia right now for like the last month and a half. I don't know. I think he's gonna be here for like.
I've heard his tentative spitball thoughts about whatever production The Machine was going to be for years now.
I've never even heard him talk about The Machine, but he talks about every other production of a movie that he's ever going to do. You know, he's like Fat Astronauts. Like, I don't know. They talk about all sorts of silly shit. How many
of the 2 Bears, 1 Caves have you watched? Because that was one of the first podcasts that I followed from the beginning of it. And then I haven't seen what episode. Do you know what episode they're on now?
100-ish, 90s, 100.
Yep.
Maybe 80s still.
I watched them from episode.
It's every Monday.
Yeah, no. They never missed one that I watched. But I'm watching before COVID, during COVID, and then I can't say after COVID because I haven't been watching now.
Yeah.
But I'm talking from 1 to 60.
COVID still exists, you son of a bitch.
COVID is just the fucking flu, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you, but I'm just voicing everybody's who's watching.
Oh, I'm gonna force you. into whatever the fuck we were talking about. COVID. No.
Two bears, one
cave.
No,
I'm not gonna force you into COVID. Don't do that.
Two bears, one cave.
Don't recommend it.
I'm so promoting them right now. I hope they promote me as well.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna promote my own ass in their face. No, I'm just kidding. I like them.
No, your ass in my face.
My ass
like
in your
that?
face.
Your ass.
No, I mean,
your ass in my face. No, my face, your ass.
He says, what does he say? He says, I don't remember, but yeah, your ass in my face.
I couldn't even remember what movie is that.
Joe Dirt. It's Joe Dirt.
That is Joe Dirt.
I just didn't remember exactly what he says before that.
We watched that. Dude, we watched that a couple months ago with Annika here. That was... She didn't understand it. Dad and I were cackling.
I bet she didn't like it that much. Not because she wouldn't like it.
It's not her sense
She
of humor.
She didn't necessarily grow up in the rivers and sticks with them alligators putting your ass in my face. I mean, your ass in my face.
Yeah. But...
Hold up.
It's
the same exact thing.
Yeah, not her type of humor, but... She was laughing at Dad and I laughing so hard because we were there were jokes that I heard that I was like, I don't remember hearing that one.
The older you get, the more you realize, okay, this is funny. I still think about this. I'll listen to songs. This is why Lil Wayne is one of the greatest of all time. It always will be. It's because I'll listen to a fucking Lil Wayne song and I'll sing along to every fucking word like I have since middle school. Yeah. And I'll say it out loud again, blah, 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 and then I'll be like, holy shit, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I thought I knew the double entendre he just threw in there, and I'm like, it's actually
it's actually 900 different things wrapped into 3 words.
Yeah, and I'm like, how the fuck did he do that? And it's like, I've been singing this song for 10 years and just now
realized that one up.
Yeah. Yeah, and picked it up again, and then picked up the actual depth of the meaning. And 10 years down the road, I might listen to it again and be like, oh, wow. It was just this simple. He only meant this. You know what I mean? It's like, motherfucker's good.
It's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely
impressive. Eminem. There's a lot of fucking artists out there that do that shit now. Yeah. I mean, you're either a good artist, but see, like, the artists that get accredited fame off the bat have a bunch of real simple ones that anybody picks up on day to day, but can throw it out real quick. It's still talent. I'm not trying to take nothing away from them, but there's very few that I've noticed so far that, like I was saying, I can sing along to 10 years later, that I've been singing along to all 10 years. Right. And then pick out, oh shit, they were hiding a fucking punchline or a double entendre underneath the layers. Yeah. Like real G's moving silence like lasagna. Oh, that's cool. And then as I get older, I'm thinking about, I'm like, real G's moving silence like lasagna. Real G's, real gangsters moving silence like lasagna. That's just a slick line, but there's a silent G in the word lasagna.
I didn't pick that up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's one of the ones I thought about where I was like, oh, Lil Wayne's a fucking genius. Dude. Like, who, and like, that was one of his freestyles or some shit. And it's like, how the fuck you know, geez, moving silence like lasagna. But sometimes that bitch named Crystal, let me suck my pistol.
I'm so official. All I need is a whistle.
She open up her mouth and then I blow her brains out.
I'm going in.
I'm going in.
That's what the
song is, yeah. But real G's moving silence like lasagna.
I didn't remember that line.
You see, that's one of the lines in that song.
If
I'm wrong, it's a Lil Wayne song.
It's a Lil Wayne, yeah. I used to pick apart Eminem songs, and dude, I would sit there and I'm like,
he was the first white rapper to do shit like that, so like, that's what his thing was. Yeah. Was double, triple, quadruple entendre meanings.
I'd seriously sit there and I'm just baffled.
Is that the right terminology on double entendre?
Entendre, I think so.
Am I using it right?
I think so.
Okay, cool. It just, for whatever reason, I said it at that time and it came out of my mouth and sounded a little, you're wrong.
I'm no Englishman.
You're no Englishman, yes, you are.
I don't know anything about the...
you talking about our English language?
Indeed.
I've been trying to explain to these Mexicans I'm working with that our English language is fucked because we got so much fucking slang. It's hard for fucking white people to learn it.
Perhaps, you know.
I tell them English, or I told them Spanish is much, much simpler, much easier for me to learn.
I worked very hard on this floor.
But it looks like blank concrete.
For now, it's going to be tile, but you just salivate and...
Yeah, because you don't cover it up. Rat?
I'd mop it, man. I did mop it. I really did. I
You're
swept twice.
You're a fucking douche.
Number 4, 5,
Hey,
6,
your drop
7,
on?
8.
It's connecting.
I started to watch one the other day. Trevor Wallace. Name dropping is nothing I'm afraid of in my podcast, as you can tell. But the one that I watched is when that kid brings McDonald's to the. Did you see that one? It's kind of funny, but he's like he starts to sit down and he's just knocking over everybody's lunch.
Wait, what's the title of it? When that kid in quotes, I'm guessing
something like that brings McDonald's to school or something, and he's taking his McDonald's bag and he's knocking over everybody's lunch, knocking it off their desk. He's like, "What's up, McBitches?" And he's like,
"What was the TikTok of his? I think you sent me recently where." He was like, the punchline was something about, fuck, did you send it to me or to someone else? Where,
I don't remember.
It was something about, the noise you make when you get a boner. Like,
I missed it.
It wasn't you, it was one of his, it was a TikTok or something. It was like 10 seconds long. And he goes, it was like, he was reading off whatever it was. I don't know if it was some challenge or some shit. And he was like, what would you do? It was like, if you had to pick a noise that for your penis to make every time you got a boner in public or in general or something like that, whatever. And he starts laughing and does a cutaway. And he was like, Autobots roll out. And it was like loud as fuck.
I don't know.
That wasn't you?
No, I don't think I said
that. I butchered the TikTok.
Well, then what would your noise be?
Is it get a boner or is it ejaculate? Because I can't remember exactly.
Let's go with a boner because that one sounds more fun to explore.
Public boner.
I'm just saying boner in general. Every time you pop one, yeah. See, the one that in my mind I can't explain to you why it immediately went to. It's the old school.
Don't say Mario.
No.
I was gonna say because in my head I was like the mushroom up.
That's a good one. That's
not the one I picked yet.
Okay, well, the one that I thought of was like the old school. Computer startup. Dun dun.
Yeah, no, I don't even know which two notes it is.
You know what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
I wonder if I can find that one.
Oh fuck, let me think. Because like I'm trying to think. Because whenever Trevor Ross was reading off that, like sitting there looking at his phone reading it off, he like started laughing, thinking of his own thing, and then it just does a cut when he's like, Autobots roll out. So
Autobots roll out.
Yeah, and he fucking put the old school, not the AirPods, but the wired Apple headphones with the mic. Yeah. And he held it right to his mouth, so it was like, Autobots roll out.
Yeah. I don't know if this is...
I'm trying to think of a good one though. So if I'm popping a boner and I have to hear a noise every time I pop a boner, which is between 2 and 14 times a day.
2 and 14.
It's gonna make the same sound my fucking turbo diesel makes.
Pew pew pew.
And I shit in a third like. And everyone's like, "Holy shit, who's rolling coal?" And I'm gonna be sitting over there just fucking fully erect, like, "Sup, bitches?
What's going on?"
I'm just kidding. I don't have to two-hand it. Nobody watching this. Get your hopes up.
All right, if you were to choose a song, how about that? What would you choose?
A song?
How about a song? Or, okay, not even a song, title of a song.
Okay.
To describe it. Title of a song to describe.
To describe my boner.
Indeed.
My boner flies over the ocean. My boner flies over the sea.
That one's pretty damn good. I like that one.
No, that was just me brainstorming. That's not my answer. You go.
I don't know if I've got it. I just thought of the question.
I don't have one either yet.
Well, I just thought of the question.
I know, but that was just me brainstorming.
It seems...
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just thinking. It seems like you'd have to do some kind of... It depends, of course, I guess, on the size and motion of the ocean.
I'm gonna you said the size of the ocean.
Size and the motion of the ocean.
Boat? Because mine ain't the ocean. I'm fucking in the ocean. My boat is what I throw in the ocean, okay? But I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna get on my music playlist. And I'm gonna go down.
I'm gonna go all natural with it in my mind.
Good for you, bud.
Because that's how I am. I'm always all natural. Let's see.
Yeah, I feel like this is super cheating because like my first 4 songs I saw were Bad Boy, Aftershock,
No,
Best Friends.
No.
Had
Best Friends, that's a good one.
by 42 Doug.
I don't know the song.
I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more than one.
No, I don't even know the song.
Killer Remix by Eminem and Jack Harlow. But no, none of these are my answer.
Not Afraid. That'd be a good one. Not Afraid.
So that song starts playing when your boner starts.
What about The Sound of Silence? Silence. For said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows.
Such a classic.
Dude, have you heard the range of that dude's voice in that song? Have
Have
you actually listened to it and tried to sing with it?
Yes.
You can sing with so much of it, and then
cannot.
You're like, I can sing with so much of it, but then I can't sing with all of it.
And the sound of silence. I'm thinking Gotti. I'm thinking my boner song is Gotti by 6ix9ine.
Gotti? No, the title, not the song, just the title.
Oh, I thought the song had to play.
No, we're just doing the title. Just the title.
I'll be sitting here groaning in the morning.
It sounds like it has a decent opening just for waking up. Oh, your phone's gonna drop.
Don't leave that bounce. Just waking up.
I'm going to laugh when it shatters. Just wait. He'll hit the table again. And he's... Okay, will you turn that off?
If I was down, my phone scratched you by anyway. Thank God.
How about the back?
Yeah, well, that was really cracked. I don't give a fuck about that.
That is so fucking funny.
Baller of me.
I couldn't have.
Sorry, I got worms. Yeah, why is there fucking drool all over my mic? Oh, wait. We've been here for 2.5 hours. Probably mine.
Yeah, guess how long we've been going?
Don't care.
Guess.
You can't put a price on my love. Yeah, I know. That's not a real song. You can't put a time on my podcast.
Give me the title of the song.
Monica Lewinsky.
I mean, okay.
It was just the next one that was on mine. Alright, how about... I wouldn't use any of these songs in the current playlist.
Oh, I got the perfect one. You're not going to even get it.
Send it.
Into the Unknown. It's a song from a Disney show, from a Disney movie.
Is it fucking...
Frozen.
I was going to guess Frozen. I couldn't even think of the name. I've never seen the
second
movie.
Frozen. I think it's called Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown. It makes me want to into the fucking punch your mouth.
Into the Unknown.
I know. Been a Problem by Yellow Wolf.
That's not a bad one.
Final answer. Been a Problem.
Annika might not like that one. She won't watch this all the way through. I don't know how many people are going to watch this all the way through, quite frankly. Oh, I don't. I'm just saying.
I don't either.
I hope people watch it all the way through. I'd
sound of the bed. Beat it up, then I get some head. Or I might get some head, then I beat it up. Don't give a fuck. Bleep.
Plop.
You know, I switch it up, yeah.
I'll give you the ad lib.
No, those weren't no ad. Oh, there was one.
I'll give you the ad lib. No, I was telling you, I'll give you the.
I had to ad lib a line because you know what? Soy eso blanco, lavato loco.
Lavato loco.
Lovato loco.
Vato? Okay.
The crazy white boy.
Alright, loco, yeah.
Instead of calling me Skeeter, they all call me Mosquito Loco.
Mosquito, crazy mosquito.
They sound like Mosquito Loco. I say, sí. It looked like I was jerking off a huge cock, but I was just throwing up the side C for you.
See.
You need to say sign language, because sign language.
Tell them necesito hielo.
Necesito amarillo.
Hielo.
Hielo, okay.
Hielo es ice.
Estoy.
Ice, hielo.
Hielo, en inglés, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? ¿Es ice? ¿Hielo?
Hielo.
No, sí. ¿Qué? Maybe stew.
No sé.
Ice en español es not yellow.
Sí, es.
¿Qué está?
Hielo. Hielo.
Es que, sí, vete.
What are you trying to say right now?
I was saying yes, but What they told me ice was what sleet and ice underground would be, and they may not refer to it as yellow.
I don't remember.
Yellow might be like ice cubes.
I can't even remember. I just want it to be known that it is 10:48 in the PM. I can't even. You say you're drunk?
Oh, but I don't drink.
That's what. It's a Monday evening, PM. 10:48.
Last night of my weekend, bro.
I need to usar el baño.
Yeah. Fucking douche. Are you gonna go take a shit? Don't flush. I want to look at it. Alright, well, just awkwardly leave me here with the camera. You know, that's the first thing that's giving me stage fright tonight. Hi, guys. My name's Skeet. For any of you guys who don't know, you can go to www.skeet.com and be just as pissed off at me as me because I only have one cigarette left, and I just found that out just now. Also, there is no www.skeet.com, so don't get mad at me if you attempt it and come up short. That's on you for listening to me. You can ask this little kid that it's not always the best idea to listen to me. However, if you do, I can guarantee fame's riches and wealth beyond your wildest beliefs. He'll also tell you that and attest to it. Just kidding. Most of the above. You decipher amongst yourselves which of the most. Oh, fuck.
What the fuck are you saying to my viewers?
Nothing, dude. I was just drinking my blueberry schnappers.
Dude.
What?
I am so excited to get my new mics going.
Oh, really?
I can't
They look
wait.
good.
I can't. They're dense. They're.
They were heavy. You handed me that one. I was like, you can really fucking clock someone with this bitch.
It's a nice mic, man.
What's the brand of them?
They are Rode. RODE.
Oh, not like Rhode Island. No H in there.
No H.
Hot. That's really hot.
RODE pod mic.
And they're all gonna match. Not like this one. I think looks cooler than that one. I'm thinking that one's better because you use it.
That I do, and that's more because I know.
I think my point was I think all those look cooler than both of these. Not shit talking these.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna look cool, especially when you have them all set up.
So this
you just need the connection.
Yeah. So I need I need to get a few different things. So if I'm gonna do a 4-person podcast, the only thing I need left.
Is that plugged all the way up? That top one?
Yeah, we're all good. I'm looking at it.
There's just no. This one.
Yes, it's good. I know. It looks like that, but yeah, I don't know why it's like that.
Just asking.
I can see our sound levels. We're both picking stuff up. So
does it pick this shit up? Skibbity flippity.
100%.
How about 99?
100%.
100%. 100%. Thank you, Berto.
He had one time. Tom called out all of his things that he kind of does.
Oh, that's not one time, bud.
He does it plenty of times, but
I was just saying
the things that he called out on the one I'm thinking of, there was he always did like a
yeah,
it was like a man, and I had this drink. It was great. Like just there's
one where Bert's talking about how he looked up on the comments of his videos. He's like all these people talking about this shit that they're calling out, and he's like, and then I go back and look, and he's like, they're all fucking right. He's talking about it. He's like, I want to disagree with them and just be like, oh, you motherfucker, I don't do this, I don't do that. He's like, and then before I say anything, I look and I just watch one video and I see everything that 5 people said in one video, and he's like, oh shit, I better watch all these videos before I start shit talking.
Yeah,
that's funny.
One of the funniest things, dude.
So out of this combo, would you say you're more Tom, I'm more Bert?
100%.
100%.
Now I'll use
100%.
100. Now what was even funnier is his wife came on. What's
her name? Well, okay, Tom's wife has her own podcast. Mama's House.
Yeah, I know
and,
her.
And Bert's wife, what's her name?
It's L. It's a.
Yeah, you're right. It's
not Lorraine.
Is it EL or is it
Leanne? Leanne.
It is.
So
it's LE.
LE. Leanne. He's like,
shit.
Oh, what is it? Leanne came on one time.
Dude,
and she's like,
"We've been sponsored by this great value fucking picante sauce."
Wait, no, but it's not great value. It's
I know
best choice.
I purposely got it wrong. I can see the label from back here. However, I was just gonna throw out neither of us have taken a single bite of chaps or salsa.
all I wanted to say is that Leanne said She came on and goes 100%. I was like,
she's funny. Leanne's she is pretty funny without hilarious. Trying to be.
Yeah.
And Bert says that all the time.
Yeah.
And then
he gets pissed off about it. He's like annoyed that she does something.
And I guess their kids are pretty funny too, because the story he tells about their kids are fucking funny as shit. Like they'll call Bert out on his bullshit. And they'll be like, "No, you little motherfuckers." And then he's like, "And I'll be driving," and they're totally right.
But it's the patriarchy. Son of a bitch! You were taking a piss, so I just remembered this.
I am a son, and I am a bitch.
There you go. I was about to say, don't you call her bitch.
Don't you talk to my mother that way. She's a saint. This podcast. Keep your little spot hands on my mother. She's a saint.
Yeah. No, but on Annika and I, man, if she makes it this far, I've already talked to her about when I plan on proposing, but it's before December, man.
No fucking shit.
I swear to you.
Do you have a ring picked out yet? You can't.
I know the style.
You can't drop this podcast until afterwards. If so. But
I know the style. That's all. I'll say that. I know the style. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do.
You can talk about numbers.
Here's
talk about numbers later.
Yeah, but she had a. That'd be badass. I'd rather you.
Of course, I would.
I'd rather you. But hell yeah. But anyway.
The fuck do you think? Both.
All right. But
dumb fucking cunt sucker.
Listen.
Dumb cunt fuck sucker. Dumb suck fuck cunter.
Dad, I don't think I told you this. Dad thought he found a diamond at one point, and he's like,
found where?
Some like in Dad's just habit of kind of glancing around and finding shit on the ground.
Yeah.
I think he was working.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do too.
He just finds shit, and he found what he thought was a diamond. Ended up being like this cubic zirconium or whatever. Yeah. And he showed it to me. He's like, "Hey, you can use this." If it would have been a real diamond, dude, it would have been like 1+ carat. It would have been a fat.
No shit. So it was a nice cubic zirconium grade.
Yeah. No, it was a bigger one, and I mean, it's only worth. He said it might be worth $30-$40, whatever.
But cool. Still, retail that's gonna be $150.
I don't even know how much. Yeah.
Well, if you buy $150 cubic zirconium diamond ring, it's a $30 diamond,
right?
Ish.
Yeah. So,
but you buy it brand new from Walmart or from JCPenney's, it's a $150 ring.
Right.
Concept.
Regardless, Papa thought he looked at it. He hadn't looked at a ring and stuff in 20 years.
But Papa used to fucking.
He did. He thought it was legit though. He did think it was.
So
legit.
It must have been decent quality.
It was. And everything I found on YouTube, I'm no jewel expert, so I couldn't sit there and say, I couldn't find out. The few things I looked at, I was like, oh yeah, it does look like it has that. So.
I can only tell. The best I can do is look at shit like this. This is real silver, and it's dirty as fuck. It still has a shine to it, even though it's a lower grade silver. This is my lowest grade silver necklace I have, but it's real silver.
Yeah.
I have a higher grade silver necklace. I have a couple gold chains and a couple gold bracelets, and then a silver watch that are all real. And like I can tell, even though when they're dirty, they still have a shine to them, as opposed to when my fake shit, like my wallet chain, I bought them silver, and they don't have a shine. They don't have a reflection at all. They don't have a glimmer. Even this dirty, if I clean this shit up, this thing would be sparkling in the light.
Yeah.
This thing's dirty as fuck, and it still has a little bit of a twinkle to it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I haven't cleaned this thing for 2 or 3 years. I ain't left my fucking neck. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's got a goddamn clip. This thing's sentimental, so it's got that fucking clip holding it together because it's not leaving my neck. Like I said, it's sentimental. It's Cameron Butler related. So it ain't leaving my neck until I hand it to some dude who fixes it, and I come pick it back up that day and throw it back on my neck.
Right.
But that's the only way I can tell real shit from fake shit is because you can sit there and you can spit on fake shit and gunk it up and then compare it to the rest of it. Or you can look at dirty shit that's still got a glimmer and be like, ooh, okay.
I hear you.
That's still got a little bit of not still. That does have some legitimacy to it.
Right.
But you were talking about looking at a ring.
Yeah, man. So, that diamond that Dad found wasn't a real diamond. Papa thought it was worth like $3,500, and I was like, man, if I could throw that in a real ring, holy shit, that would be clutch. But it didn't end up being the case.
Bro, we'll drop more than $35 on it.
I'm not gonna spend more than $3,500 on a ring. It's not. It's just not practical, man.
A wedding band? Wait. An engagement ring or a wedding? Or like, wait, what's the difference?
Well,
is the engagement ring? Is the engagement ring and the wedding band the same?
No. So a guy has to buy a wedding, engagement ring and a wedding band. Has to buy both. Guy just the girl buys a wedding band for the male. That's all there is there. So
do you have a time range on the wedding?
By latest, probably next fall. Realistically,
nice.
Yeah, man.
You don't want to drag nothing out to no 3, 4, 5 year engagement.
Yeah, man, and
that don't look as. And I'm speaking from someone.
There's a chance to back out for one.
I'm speaking from someone who doesn't even plan to ever get legally married.
Yeah.
Even if I have someone I call my wife, it'll be like, hey, do you want to be my wife? Yes or no? We might have a ceremony. We'll probably have a ceremony, but like whether I have a legal fucking minister or whatnot, whatever, I don't give a fuck. On paper, I doubt I ever get married.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be my own motherfucker.
Just get a prenup if you're that concerned about it. But
not that concerned about it.
Yeah.
I'm my own motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll pay for whatever I want. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But from my perspective, like you're saying, by next fall, by next whatever, like fuck yeah. Like why have a drug out engagement period, which third person, objectively speaking, I don't take as seriously because, like you're saying, gives you a chance to back out, gives you this time to.
Yeah,
he's just putting an extended label on. Oh, you're my property. Oh, you don't have this option. Oh, you don't. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, you're saying getting married, kind of in general, you get that feel.
And see, I'm not gonna be engaged. I'm gonna go from you're my girlfriend. All right, do we want to be married or not? All right, I'm gonna start calling you my wife. Then we'll have a ceremony of whatever sort we have.
You're not gonna get many girls. I'm not gonna say any girls, but you're not gonna get many girls that are on board with just being like, yeah, let's get married today. Unless they're gold diggers that are like, yeah, all right. And then 6 months later, you're fucking half as rich as you were.
Here's the thing, bud. Any girl that's with me already knows that she ain't with me for my money. Because whether I have a shit ton of it or none of it, I'm gonna be the same. Well, and they know that. The ones that I fuck with now know that. The ones that I fucked with in the past know that. The ones that I'm gonna fuck with in the future are gonna know that, or they're not gonna be around. So that's
maybe you establish different things than I do at the beginning of a relationship.
100%.
I hear you.
But that's what I'm saying is like it'll be like, all right, you're my wife now, and then that's how I'm gonna refer to you. I wouldn't do that with a girl who either wasn't on the same exact label category spectrum as me.
Okay.
And then at that point, I also wouldn't just do that and not have a ring to present saying, hey, this is your wedding ring.
Right.
This is your blah, 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 blah. Are you down or no? You know what I mean?
Right.
But legally on paper.
I hear you. No, man,
I'm just different. I'm fucked up and I'm weird.
No.
No, not fucked up off drugs and alcohol. I'm just fucked up in general.
No, and I'm saying I wouldn't even think of it like that. Just everybody's kind of,
but not in a bad way. It's just me, bud.
Okay, well, when I go to that, you say fucked up and weird. In my mind, I don't see it as fucked up and weird. I just see
me neither. It's just different. I just say fucked up and weird because it's different than the norm.
Well, what I was gonna say, dude, and I would go as far to say as I don't even know if that's as much the norm anymore. Yeah, it can be normal for people to get married, but then it's 50% is normal for people to get divorced. Now it's
right. See, I thought that too. I know exactly what you're saying, but I think a lot of people expect to get married, and also expect to get divorced.
Oh shoot! I don't even think about that. I don't.
I've just seen this. Dude, I've seen so many people get married and divorced since I've graduated high school. That's like. Whether they admit it or not, like you can't say that wasn't somewhat of an expectation in their brain. To me, whether they realized it or not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I don't even have that.
It's weird. It's super weird.
That is. It's like a breakup, I guess.
It almost comes off as an expectation the way I've observed it at times.
Yeah.
Not every case, but at times.
That's so odd, just because.
It is.
In my mind, getting married is like, at this point, I've accepted the Catholic faith, and I'm like, if I'm getting married to better somebody else, better myself, get closer to God, and also raise a family that's going to be a good family. A good.
Dude, look at it. Sorry. I'm not trying to take away from anything you said. Look at what I just
I saw the feather.
No. That plastic piece I just pulled out of this cushion.
Wow.
How old is that fucking cushion?
20 plus years.
That's a price tag plastic.
Out of a cushion. Mimi missed that. Can you believe it? They owned that first.
That was their sun porch. This was their sun porch.
I know, they owned it first. That's what I'm saying.
Whenever we lived in Indiana.
Yeah.
What is that? Just so everyone knows, I'm not high on drugs.
Oh, no. It's a damn...
It's a price tag plastic.
Price tag plastic that you shoot through. I used to have to shoot these through clothing.
At Hibbits?
At Hibbits, yeah.
Nice. Anyway, go back to your wedding fucking plans. So I can bring them all to Nissa, my lawyer.
No, man. So
who apparently has no degree in law whatsoever.
I don't even know where to go with all of this, other than like in my mind, marriage is as soon as I start having kids. What I say as soon as I start having kids, if that rings on my finger, man, I'm not going anywhere. You're fucking up the sound levels.
Oops.
No, but for one thing, I think I've told you this before, man. I'm excited to have a family. I really am.
That's badass.
I think that's something I think I'll feel very fulfilled when I start having kids, and that's just something I'm like, you know what? Something.
That was actually.
That's right. So something when we talked about success earlier, that's something I'm like.
That's on your list, heavy.
Yeah, having family, man.
Badass.
That's
not even on my list. Oddly enough.
As of now.
Right. No, but here.
If you don't make me a fucking uncle.
Here's my follow-up. Faggot. I hope someday, but
I'm throwing your fucking kids into the pool.
Good.
Like
if they don't throw you back in yet, then they're not tough enough to talk shit or
aggressively throwing them into the lake and the pool.
And if they're not aggressive enough to fucking throw it back,
like might accidentally.
Then in my not perspective, then in my rule book, they have no reason or fucking rhyme to complain. You mad at fucking Uncle Jay for throwing you in the pool? Throw him back in the pool. Otherwise, they'll be bitching at me for it. I've already fucked him up enough for my lifetime. Me and him are good. Like you fucking settle it with him yourself.
I saw a funny ass video on TikTok or Instagram or something of this dad. He's on. Have you seen those? It's like a lake toy that has it floats, and they call it like a froggy pad. It's not very thick, but you can stand on it out in the lake. No.
Not a trampoline thing?
No, but it floats out on the lake and you can just stand on it. And it's...
Maybe not.
They're not very thick. I can't imagine it being more than 4 or 6 inches thick.
It's just super buoyant.
Very buoyant, yeah. And so you can stand on it. It's just kind of like a nice raft that you can bask out in the sun. But this dad, everybody's got their life jackets on. And he's standing up.
It's one of those things that you can fucking jump off the dock and land on and just send somebody up in the air.
No, not one of those. No, I know what you're talking about.
Balloony, aren't they?
Yeah. This is
what do they call those? The blobs?
I don't even know.
I've heard.
Those look like they'd be fun as fuck, though.
Yeah,
if you don't belly flop, that'd be
And fucking sitting like boom, and someone else is all laying down sunk in, and all of a sudden they're like whoop in the air.
Yeah, that looks like that'd be fun.
The blob, I think that's what they call those.
No, but these froggy pads, man, they're like $250. I've seen them but they're as big as this room, basically. They're 14 by 8 feet.
It's like a lily pad.
Exactly.
And they call it a froggy pad.
Froggy pad, yeah. So,
I get it.
But it was really funny. This dad in a life jacket is just taking his little 6-year-olds and chucking them off into the lake, and like they're all trying to climb back on. He's like, nope, and nope, and it's just really funny. It was a Father's Day thing,
Yeah.
Father's Day was yesterday. Just for
was it? I didn't know. I was there at our family Father's Day, and you weren't. I wouldn't know when Father's Day was. I'm just kidding. I didn't know until yesterday.
No, I was.
I'm not a father. Okay.
Not yet.
That I know of.
So you don't aspire to be a father at this point?
Not necessarily. I mean, not intentionally, but I'm not shying away from it. I'm not.
Do you want to give anybody your knowledge?
Anybody like this kind of?
It goes back to the empire thing. If you want to come yeah.
I can be a father figure to many, 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 many people.
What about your bloodline?
My bloodline's fucking nuts. I'm fucking butso. But I think
First off, it's so fucking funny that you just said nutso butso. I'm clipping that out so Annika can hear that. Her whole friend group says nutso butso, and I was like, nutso butso, what the fuck?
I've said that here and there for years.
That's so funny though. But go ahead.
But I've always in my head, I've always just assumed that you was going to carry it on, Bradley. So I've not aspired to specifically have it on my category list. That's also because I haven't met many, if any, females that I would confidently probably carry it on with. That's
fair. No, that's fair.
I'm not taking back anything I said. I'm just trying not to piss anyone off listening. That it would be a specific few hundred that listen, but
yeah,
I'm talking about the girls that might hear.
Yeah,
that I might piss off, but it's like I don't. The older I've gotten, the more I realize the shit that I've tried to force or the plans and goals that I've set, whether I accomplish them or not, don't go 100% to the dot as planned. So I've learned more and more. As much of a wing it person as I am, I've learned more and more to just fly by the seat of my pants and just go with the fucking flow, as cliche as that sounds, than plan shit out to a T and then be pissed off when something doesn't cross my T or dot my I.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, don't plan to be a dad, don't plan to be a husband, don't plan to have a family. That being said, 2-3 years from now, fucking 6 months from now, when I'm all of a sudden stuck, in quotations, I don't mean as an actual stuck in a derogatory term, but find myself in a position where I'm raising a child of my own and taking care of female and this and that or whatever. I'm not going to run or shy away from it.
Sure.
But also that being said, like you were just asking, all that information, all that whatever, shit. Anything I can pass on. I don't care if they're my blood or not. Why would I hold positive information or anything that I could help out with?
I see. You know what I mean? I see where you're
going.
Hell,
I can see, like right now. I say this now again. If I find myself with 2 or 3 children in a year, my response is probably going to be different. But at this point in life, whether you're my kin biologically or not, or you're my nephew, or you're my friend's kids, or you're just some fucking kid. Who says that I can't help you? Who says that you can't learn from me? You know what I mean? That's how my brain works.
Yeah.
I'm building an empire, kid. You want to fucking learn how I'm doing it? You want to learn the rights and wrongs? You want to know the ins and outs, the do's, don'ts, pros, cons, mistakes, rewards, the choices I've made and the results. Here's what they look like. but me voicing it or me putting it on record verbally to anyone on or off mic is something I don't do anymore, just because in some weird, not that I believe in karma, not that I'm religious, not that I believe in jinxes or voodoo, but I feel like I jinx shit by fucking setting a goddamn hardcore agenda and then getting pissed off because line 3, 4, and 7.
Can I say something?
Yeah, but I'm almost done. Because line 3, 4, and 7 weren't exactly right out of a 10-part rule.
Yeah. So lines 3, 4, and 7, if you don't get pissed at them and just look at them as a different opportunity, that's where I think 1, we differ, and 2, I think
that's why Daddy flies by the seat of his pants, and also why Daddy don't wear pants.
Well, but man, when you make a plan, you at least. So yeah, you had the goal. Let me just go back to this. I'm kind of talking as I think.
Go.
I'm talking as I think. But,
right along, bud.
So you had the goal of being a millionaire by the time you're 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was something you verbalized.
And here, just to cut you off again, like I said, I wouldn't.
Go ahead.
I feel like I have more than $1 million worth of knowledge.
Fine.
I can't manifest it. You know what I mean? Like I can't just sit here and say, oh, here's what my $1 million of knowledge is right here.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I was gonna go out and bid a fucking pre-engineer job, I could bid jobs that are net valued over $1 million. Easily. Very easily. Because I know roofing, I know fucking concrete, construction, ironwork, the steel erection, the decking, the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the plumbing. Sure. But I don't have anything to show on paper. Boom, I'm worth $1 million.
Right. No, yeah, I hear that.
I'm sorry.
All I was gonna say is like, as far as planning and then getting pissed off with it. So, anytime I plan something and then it doesn't go according to plan, in my past, in my decisions that I've made, it doesn't normally mean that the plan is completely awry and that there are no chances for the end result to still take place, right? So just, I'm trying to think. In my mind, I'd be happy. I think one of my goals that I wrote down a while ago, that I haven't gone back and looked at any of my goals recently, but I've already guessed at some of my goals. I probably said that I want to be starting a family within 5 years. So,
wait, this is how many years ago? Window
that I started this?
Yeah, ish.
Last year.
Oh, you talking about podcast shit, or are you talking about just life goals shit?
Life goals, just life goals.
Yeah.
So within the last year, I'd say I probably wrote this down somewhere that I'd like to be starting a family in 5 years at least. So, and I'm taking the I'm making the opportunities for myself. Not saying that you haven't or anything like that, but like, when I went out and I wanted to date people, I asked people out on dates. I look for the opportunity for family and for marriage and all of that.
Right.
So it's like, I went out, I asked a few girls out on dates, and finally I hit Annika, and boom, the rest is history, right? So we're now on a path, hopefully that'll lead us to a family.
Right.
Great. Who knows? Maybe something will go wrong. Maybe one of us will be infertile. Maybe we'll have to adopt.
I know you want to live well. I ain't got that in us.
What'd you say?
So I know you want Nichols' bloodline ain't got that us in us. That was not grammatically correct. I got pissed.
Okay. Well, I'll
keep talking before you lose your train of thought.
I'll hold the thought. I can still think about it.
I can't.
Well, we might be wrapping this up soon, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 2 hours and 13 minutes and 47 seconds, which I don't know how much I'll have to cut out. I don't think I have to cut out much, just a few times that we've gone to the bathroom and stuff. Oh my word. I can't wait till I have Charlie Laree. He's my man he's supposed to be my guy for searching stuff up whenever I'm talking. Is my damn mic working? I think it is. Check. Mic 1 2.
Sibilance.
What's that?
The wedding singer.
Sibilance.
Biologically speaking, that was a super healthy stream, by the way.
I think I definitely made my mic way too quiet for this podcast, but I don't know for sure.
I don't think you made my mic. I don't think you made my fucking mic loud enough.
Yours is absolutely loud enough.
No, it's not. No one can ever hear my voice enough.
100%.
100%.
I was just telling the possible viewers who were out here at 2:15 in 5 seconds. No.
Oh, I was going to say, what the frick?
No.
Fuck?
2 hours and 15
I ain't been
minutes.
up past midnight since probably May.
That's not true.
When was I up past midnight? Besides waking up to piss or something?
Multiple
or if you
times.
want to count the next day.
Since May? The entire month?
May. I started my job June 2nd.
So, April, you were definitely up past midnight. You and I were up past midnight a couple times. Huh?
Whatever the month before this month was.
April 2nd is when you started?
June 2nd. I started this job this month, bud.
Well, then what are you talking
April, May, June.
Since April. So since April.
May. So sometime during May.
You haven't been up past 12?
I doubt it, yeah. Unless it's to get to piss or shit.
I don't think.
Since I've started this job.
Since you started this job.
Since before June 2nd.
There we go. Let's just stick with that.
May. Since May. Was my original fucking statement, you flat fucking fuck.
Since June 2nd, you said? Yeah. At least June 2nd? What's in between?
April, May, June. I haven't been up past midnight since May was my original statement. You made me second guess it. I shouldn't have second guessed it. Fuck you. Go with Skeet's original thought. All right. That's my mindset these days. My 4-step thought process includes those 4 steps. Continue with what you're saying about infertility, my friend.
Life coach. What was I saying? Basically, on whenever I make plans, I just don't really let them get to me whenever something. So, dude. Okay. A lot of thoughts. This is probably going to be, if it's all right, I'll probably wrap up pretty quick after this, after whatever you have to say.
I still got to pack. You still got to cut my hair.
Okay.
It's going to take you 12 seconds, dude. I'll do buzz cuts.
Okay. Anyway.
It's not like I'm dreading this shit again.
All right.
At least not right now.
Real quick on making the plan and it not following through. So, I try to look at it a lot of times with the law of attraction mindset of, all right, didn't go how I wanted, but I still have my end goal in mind. So how is this benefiting my end goal, or how is this going to lead to the path to my end goal? That's kind of how I try to get to it. Don't always get to that mindset. And it's I understand getting that pissed off, getting rageful, getting so frustrated with bullshit.
It follows in suit with everything you're saying right now. I don't do that no more. I did that growing up. And then I learned more and more to let go and let God, as Mom would say, or go with the flow, as some hippies would say, or whatever. But it's like you're literally, as you're saying it, agrees with everything in my train of thought of law of attraction. Okay, so what? This step didn't cross the same T or dot the same I, but it can still lead towards my end goal. I can still fucking swivel bop and hit you on checkmate.
I was about to say, that just reminded me of chess because you need to watch Queen's Gambit.
I do need to watch that. But you caught my reference already by moving the chess pieces. So what? I didn't get checkmate on this move. Bing, bang, boom, swivel bop that speed bump, and then give him a fucking zigzag, jump with the knight, over to back.
Do you want to play a quick game of chess before we go to bed?
If you want to get fucking smoked.
I'm taking a picture of the board after we're done.
Bet.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Bet.
All right. I'm sorry to cut you off. Do you want to go shave your hair? Because, I got to work 10 hours.
Me too. I still got to pack. But yes, to sum up our conversation, I don't get as frustrated with my 4-move checkmate.
Yeah.
Not making it. Because I know I can still get you to 6, 7, 8, 9 moves. And even if it takes 12 or 30, if I got you in checkmate, I still...
You got checkmate.
Got checkmate, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a very simple way of saying what both of our points were. But both of our points are the same.
Yeah.
And they result in check fucking me.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This has been a fantastic time. This has been my brother, Ransom Nichols, Skeet.
As always.
Deuces.